Welcome to Quiet Lives. Before we drift into tonight's journey, if you find sanctuary here, please consider subscribing to join our community of rest. I would love to know which corner of the world you are finding peace in tonight, and what hour it is where you are. Feel free to share your story in the comments below. Now, let's begin. The first awareness is the gentle rustle of silk against your cheek, a whisper soft as a sigh in the quiet dawn. You feel the cool, smooth fabric shift subtly beneath your hand as you instinctively draw it closer, noticing the faint, almost imperceptible sheen of the fine threads. A pale, diffused light begins to filter through the delicate rice paper of the shoji screens, painting the polished wooden floorboards with faint, shifting patterns that deepen and soften with each passing moment. This is the quiet unfolding of a new day within your private chambers, a familiar rhythm of awakening in Heian-kyo, far from any clamor. You trace the fine, almost weightless weave of the silk futon cover with a lazy fingertip, noticing the subtle tension where it gathers in soft folds. The air holds a faint, clean scent of aged cedarwood, and the distant, fresh memory of morning dew carried on the breeze. Your breath deepens, slow and even, as you allow the soft, increasing light to gently coax your senses awake. Outside, the very first birds offer tentative, melodious calls, their distant chirps like tiny, perfectly tuned bells across the sprawling estate gardens. Each note is distinct, yet blends into the overall tranquility. With a soft, unhurried motion, you shift your weight, feeling the slight, comforting give of the layered futon beneath you. The faint warmth of your body has settled into the bedding, and now a cooler pocket of air greets your skin as you move, a subtle contrast that invigorates without startling. Your gaze drifts across the room, taking in the clean, unadorned lines of the elegant space. A single, exquisitely lacquered stand holds a small, precisely arranged floral offering, its petals still fresh and impossibly dewy from the night, catching the nascent light. The dark, polished wood of the stand reflects the emerging brightness, holding a quiet, profound depth within its surface. A soft, almost imperceptible sound reaches you from beyond the shoji, the gentle, rhythmic padding of bare feet on tatami, a sign that the household is beginning its quiet daily movements. There is no urgency in the sound, only a seamless continuation of the night's peace into the morning's measured pace. You watch the light on the shoji, how it gradually brightens from a silver gray to a soft, creamy gold, illuminating the faint, almost invisible fibers within the paper itself, revealing its delicate craftsmanship. Each passing moment brings a fraction more clarity, a new layer to the visual texture of your private world, all without demanding your attention. You let your hand rest, palm down, on the cool, smooth surface of the futon, feeling the fine silk breathe beneath your touch, yielding slightly to your weight. A subtle breeze, almost imperceptible, stirs the air, bringing with it the faintest, sweetest hint of plum blossoms from the garden just beyond the veranda, a delicate perfume that whispers of spring. You simply rest, observing the slow, graceful dance of light and shadow on the shoji, listening to the world gently awaken around you, yet remaining perfectly still within your own calm, privileged space, preparing for the day ahead. The quiet stir of life outside your private sleeping area deepens now, a soft murmur reaching you through the thin shoji panel that separates your personal space from the preparation antechamber. You hear the faint, delicate sound of porcelain on lacquered wood, a gentle, rhythmic clink that signals the precise movements of your attendants. The light has brightened further, allowing you to discern the subtle grain in the polished cypress pillars of your room. You slowly push yourself up, the silk futon sighing softly as you shift, its cool surface yielding under your palms. The air in your chambers remains still, but a new, subtle warmth begins to emanate from the adjoining space, hinting at a small charcoal brazier being readied. You notice the delicate pattern woven into the edge of your sleeping kimono, a subtle brocade of plum blossoms, tracing its texture with an idle thumb. A faint, earthy aroma begins to drift, the unmistakable scent of freshly prepared tea leaves, rich and green, mingling with the clean air of the morning. You can almost visualize the dark, dried leaves being carefully measured into a finely crafted bowl. The sounds from beyond the screen grow a fraction clearer. The soft swish of a bamboo whisk against ceramic, a steady, measured rhythm that speaks of practiced grace and quiet dedication. These sounds are a familiar prelude to your day, a comfort in their consistency. You observe the subtle play of light on the shoji, how the shadows of the paper frame shift with the movements of those just beyond. Though unseen, their presence is a quiet assurance. You imagine the careful pour of hot water from an iron kettle, the soft hiss as it meets the warmth of the bowl, releasing the fragrant steam. The attendants move with a practiced, almost invisible efficiency, their steps hushed, their motions economical and precise. They are there to serve, to anticipate, to ensure your morning unfolds without a single abruptness. You settle your weight onto the cushions placed neatly beside your futon, feeling the firm yet yielding support beneath you. The faint warmth from the adjoining room grows, a gentle invitation. You close your eyes for a moment, simply absorbing the gentle symphony of awakening. The distant birds, the rustle of silk, and now the intimate, murmuring preparation of your morning tea. The promise of the day unfolds with this ritual, a slow, deliberate grace. The subtle scent of the steeped tea deepens, now carrying a hint of grassy sweetness. You can almost feel the smooth, warm ceramic of the tea bowl in your hands, the delicate steam rising to meet your face. The world outside your private chambers continues its hushed, measured turning, but here in this quiet space, time seems to expand, held within the precise and tranquil movements of the tea ceremony. You breathe deeply, allowing the soft sounds to wash over you, a gentle current, guiding you deeper into the present moment. The warmth of the room subtly increases, a soft, inviting embrace. A soft, comforting warmth now radiates from the smooth, unglazed ceramic of the tea bowl cradled in your hands. A gentle anchor in the quiet morning as you rise from your cushions. You feel the subtle texture of the polished cypress floorboards beneath your bare feet, cool and smooth, as you move toward the shoji screen leading to the veranda. The scent of freshly brewed green tea, earthy and faintly sweet, rises with the delicate tendrils of steam, a quiet invitation to the day. With a slow, deliberate grace, you slide open the shoji, the faint whisper of paper on wood a gentle release, revealing the crisp, cool air of the early morning. A soft, clean breeze brushes against your skin, carrying with it the distinct, fresh fragrance of damp earth and verdant leaves. You step onto the veranda, the sturdy, dark wood cool and solid beneath your feet, absorbing the lingering chill of the night. Your gaze sweeps across your private rock garden, a meticulously arranged landscape of quiet contemplation. Before you, the dew-kissed leaves of the miniature maples and azaleas shimmer with a delicate, ephemeral brilliance, each tiny droplet catching the nascent sunlight like a perfectly formed pearl. You notice the precise, almost imperceptible curve of a single leaf, its edges outlined in a fine silver sheen of moisture. The carefully raked gravel, patterned in flowing, tranquil waves, remains undisturbed, a testament to the attendant's early, silent work. The cool air holds a profound stillness, broken only by the distant, almost unheard rustle of bamboo in a neighboring grove, a sound that adds to the pervasive calm rather than disrupting it. You bring the tea bowl closer, inhaling the warm, inviting steam once more before taking a slow, measured sip. The liquid is smooth, slightly astringent, and deeply refreshing, awakening your senses with its subtle complexity. Your eyes drift to a particularly artful arrangement of moss-covered stones, their surfaces dark and rich with moisture, providing a grounding contrast to the light, delicate foliage. The dew collects in tiny pools on the broad, flat leaves of a hosta, reflecting the pale sky above in miniature, perfect mirrors. You pause, allowing the quiet beauty of the scene to settle over you. The careful balance of stone, plant, and raked gravel speaks of intention and enduring peace. Each element is placed with a purpose, inviting the eye to linger, to find stillness in the details. The gentle warmth of the tea bowl in your hands, the cool breath of the garden air, and the silent sparkle of the dew-kissed leaves create a serene tableau. You simply watch, without thought, as the morning light continues its slow, steady ascent, gradually drying the last vestiges of night's moisture from the leaves, preparing them for the full light of the day. The gentle warmth of the tea bowl still nestled in your hands, you finally draw your gaze away from the glistening leaves of the rock garden, stepping back from the veranda's edge. The cool morning air, which had refreshed your skin, now retreats as you slowly slide the shoji screen closed with a soft, deliberate whisper of paper on its wooden track. The subtle scent of plum blossoms from outside lingers for a moment, a fleeting memory, then is gently replaced by a different, deeper aroma already present within your private chambers. Your eyes are drawn to the low, lacquered table, where a small koro, an incense burner of exquisite craftsmanship, sits. From its finely wrought bronze vessel, a delicate plume of smoke rises, a faint, almost transparent column spiraling lazily upwards. This is the soothing scent of aloeswood, rich and ancient, carefully chosen to mark the beginning of your contemplative day. The subtle warmth from the charcoal brazier used for tea earlier seems to have subtly enhanced the diffusion of this precious fragrance, allowing it to unfurl with a quiet grace. You approach the koro, your steps hushed on the polished cypress flooring, each movement a soft, almost soundless contact. The bronze of the koro itself, dark and patinated with the passage of many seasons, reflects the softened morning light from the shoji screens, revealing intricate, almost forgotten patterns etched into its surface, perhaps a motif of cranes or clouds. A tiny, barely audible crackle, like the shifting of fine ash, emanates from within the burner, a testament to the slow, steady combustion of the prized wood slivers hidden within. The air immediately surrounding the koro feels noticeably denser, imbued with the deep, woody notes of the incense, a profound and grounding presence that seems to deepen with each breath. You settle onto a fresh cushion, carefully placed and plump with fine filling, feeling its soft, firm resistance beneath you as your weight distributes evenly. The tea bowl remains in your lap, its smooth, cool ceramic a familiar comfort, its warmth a comforting weight as you continue to sip the now slightly cooled green tea. Your gaze follows the ethereal tendrils of smoke, how they gracefully unfurl and dissolve into the air, each wisp tracing an intricate, unrepeatable path, a silent, ephemeral dance in the profound stillness of the room. The subtle light catches the individual particles within the smoke, making them momentarily visible before they become one with the air. The aloeswood scent deepens further, wrapping around you like a silken cloak, warm and subtly sweet, with an underlying resinous quality that speaks of ancient forests and long, unhurried journeys. It is a scent of profound stillness, of quiet luxury, meant to calm the mind and prepare the spirit for the measured pace of the day. You breathe in slowly, allowing the complex, layered notes to fill your senses completely, feeling a deep, unhurried peace settle within your chest. The soft, distant sounds of the estate are now even more muted, becoming mere whispers against the rich, enveloping fragrance that fills your private sanctuary. You close your eyes for a moment, letting the gentle warmth of the tea and the pervasive, calming scent of the aloeswood wash over you completely, a serene embrace. The world beyond your chambers, with its subtle rhythms and duties, fades into the background, leaving only the quiet breath of the incense, a steady, unwavering presence that promises continued tranquility and focus as the day unfolds in its own graceful time. The calming scent of aloeswood, which had gently permeated your private chambers, now follows you like a soft, invisible escort as you transition to the serene quietude of your scriptorium. You feel the subtle shift in the air, perhaps a fraction cooler and drier as you slide open another precisely fitted shoji screen, the familiar whisper of paper on its wooden track, a gentle punctuation to the morning's unfolding. Here the light filtering in is softer, more diffused, perfectly suited for the delicate work of the brush, bathing the room in a pale, even glow. You approach your low writing desk, a single, smooth slab of polished cedar, its surface worn to a deep, lustrous sheen by generations of noble hands. The silk of your kimono rustles faintly as you settle onto a firm cushion, plump with fine filling, feeling the familiar, supportive give beneath you as your weight distributes evenly. Before you, an inkstone of dark, volcanic rock, already holding a small pool of clear spring water, awaits your attention. You reach for the ink stick, a slender, fragrant block of compressed pine soot and animal glue, its surface cool and smooth against your fingertips, a testament to its careful preparation. With a slow, deliberate motion, you begin to grind the stick against the wet stone, a soft, rhythmic rasping sound emerging, delicate yet utterly present in the quiet room. Each circular motion releases a fine, dark pigment into the water, gradually deepening the liquid to a rich, velvety black. The rhythmic grinding continues, a meditative sound that centers your focus, allowing any lingering thoughts from the morning's tea and garden to gently recede, replaced by the simple, profound act of creation. You watch the ink thicken, becoming dense and luminous, a deep, liquid night. Once satisfied with its consistency, a perfect balance of viscosity and flow, you carefully select a brush. Its handle of smooth, aged bamboo feels cool and balanced in your hand, an extension of your own intention. The fine animal hairs, soft and tapered, feel incredibly delicate as you lightly touch them to the surface of the inkstone, drawing up a precise measure of the dark fluid. The brush hairs absorb the ink with a silent, almost thirsty grace, changing from their natural pale brown to a rich, glossy black, ready for their purpose. You position a fresh sheet of washi paper before you, its surface, a pristine, creamy white, subtly textured yet remarkably smooth to the touch. The paper, handcrafted from the finest mulberry fibers, emits a faint, clean, almost woody scent as you smooth it gently with the back of your hand, ensuring it lies perfectly flat. You pause, holding the brush poised just above the paper, feeling the weight and balance in your fingers, the delicate tension of anticipation. Then, with a slow, controlled movement, You lower the brush, feeling the soft, yielding resistance of the fine hairs against the paper. A delicate, almost silent whisper accompanies the stroke as the dark, liquid ink flows from the brush, spreading with a beautiful, controlled bloom onto the absorbent surface. You watch the ink, how it soaks into the fibers, creating a line of perfect, nuanced black, neither too sharp nor too blurred at its edges. The subtle texture of the paper becomes visible where the ink has touched it, revealing the faint, irregular weave, a unique landscape for each character. The silence in the scriptorium is profound, broken only by the occasional, almost imperceptible rustle of your sleeve against the cedar desk, or the distant, soft chirping of a bird from the garden, now much fainter than before. You trace another stroke, feeling the precise control required, the delicate pressure, the slow, deliberate movement of your hand. Each line, each curve, is a mindful act, a small, perfect moment suspended in time. The paper itself feels cool and dry beneath your hand, a precise contrast to the wet ink. The fine brush, now laid carefully beside the inkstone on the polished cedar desk, still holds a faint, earthy scent of pine soot, a lingering echo of the characters you just completed. Your fingers, having guided the delicate hairs across the smooth, washy paper, retain a subtle memory of the paper's texture and the cool, precise weight of the bamboo handle. The morning light, still soft and diffused through the shoji, continues to illuminate your serene scriptorium, inviting a deeper form of contemplation now that your active writing has paused. You gently shift your weight on the cushion, feeling the subtle compression of its fine filling, a quiet adjustment before turning your attention to the elegant, lacquered cabinet that stands against a far wall. Its dark, lustrous surface gleams with a deep, subtle sheen, reflecting the pale light in distorted, elongated patterns. You rise with a fluid, unhurried motion, the silk of your kimono rustling with a soft, almost inaudible whisper as you move across the cool, smooth cypress floorboards. Each step is measured, deliberate, a continuation of the morning's tranquil rhythm. Reaching the cabinet, your hand extends to the polished wooden doors, feeling the cool, smooth surface of the aged lacquer under your fingertips. With a gentle, controlled pull, the doors glide open, revealing a meticulously organized array of ancient scrolls, each one a testament to centuries of poetry and wisdom. A faint, almost imperceptible scent of aged paper and dry, precious wood emanates from the cabinet's interior, a delicate fragrance that speaks of history and quiet preservation. The scrolls are neatly arranged, their silk ties a spectrum of muted, rich colors, deep indigo, soft plum, moss green, each one a unique invitation. You begin to select, your fingers lightly touching the silk cords that bind each scroll. The silk feels cool and smooth against your skin, its tightly woven threads a subtle texture. Some cords are thicker, more substantial, indicating a longer, more elaborate work, while others are slender and delicate. You feel the weight of each scroll as you lift it, a satisfying, dense feeling in your palm, the aged wood of its ends warm from the ambient air, yet solid and grounding. A faint, dry rustle accompanies each movement as you shift the scrolls, a whisper of ancient paper against silk, a soft friction that is barely there, yet utterly present in the quiet room. Finally, a particular scroll catches your attention. Its deep crimson silk ties a subtle contrast to the dark lacquered cabinet. You carefully lift it, feeling its balanced weight, and bring it to your writing desk, placing it gently on the cedar surface. With unhurried grace, you begin to untie the silk cord, the knot yielding with a soft, almost silent release, the threads sliding smoothly between your fingers. You then begin to unroll the scroll, a slow, deliberate movement that reveals the delicate washi paper within. The aged paper is a soft, creamy ivory, its surface slightly textured, almost like a whisper of cloth. A faint, almost sweet aroma of dried ink and long-preserved paper rises as the scroll slowly unfurls, a subtle olfactory journey into the past. Your eyes trace the exquisite calligraphy, the characters rendered in a deep, rich black ink that has softened with time, yet retains its profound beauty. You notice the subtle variations in the paper's weave, the tiny, almost invisible imperfections that speak of its handcrafted origin. The light from the shoji falls gently upon the ancient words, illuminating their intricate forms, inviting you to linger, to absorb their quiet wisdom. The quiet turning of the scroll is the only sound, a gentle, rhythmic whisper. You rest your hands on the edges of the partially unrolled scroll, feeling the subtle, cool weight of the aged paper, its surface smooth, yet faintly textured beneath your fingertips. The ancient scroll lies open before you on the smooth cedar desk, its elegant verses still quietly resonating in the hushed air of your scriptorium. The faint, earthy scent of dried ink and long-preserved paper mingles subtly with the lingering, deeper fragrance of aloes wood from your koro, creating a rich, contemplative atmosphere. Your fingers, having just turned the delicate paper, now reach for the ceramic tea bowl that an unseen attendant had placed nearby, its delicate warmth, a gentle, inviting presence. You lift the bowl with both hands, feeling the finely textured, unglazed ceramic warm your palms instantly, a soft, comforting heat that spreads through your fingertips. The bowl, perfectly crafted, fits snugly, almost intimately, within your grasp. You trace the smooth, cool rim with your thumb, noticing the subtle, almost imperceptible irregularities in its hand-thrown shape, a testament to its artisanal origin. The light from the shoji screens catches the pale green liquid within, revealing faint wisps of steam that rise slowly, gracefully, carrying with them the fresh, verdant aroma of the morning's tea. Bringing the bowl closer, you inhale deeply, allowing the subtle, earthy fragrance of the green tea to fill your senses. It is a clean, grounding scent, a gentle counterpoint to the more complex aromas of ink and incense that still linger in the room. You feel the warmth of the steam against your face, a soft, ethereal caress, before you bring the smooth, cool lip of the ceramic to your own. The first sip is delicate, warm, and slightly astringent, a pure, clean taste that cleanses the palate and awakens the mind with its quiet clarity. The warmth spreads slowly down your throat, a soothing journey. You lower the bowl slightly, allowing your gaze to drift over the surface of the tea, where tiny, almost invisible particles of tea leaf float serenely. The pale green liquid reflects the soft, diffused light from the window, creating a miniature, shimmering landscape within the bowl itself. The warmth from the ceramic continues to permeate your hands, grounding you firmly in the present moment, a steady, unwavering comfort. You notice the subtle weight of the bowl, a satisfying density that speaks of quality and enduring craftsmanship. A soft, almost imperceptible rustle of your silk kimono accompanies a slight shift in your posture, settling you more deeply into the cushion. The distant, muted sounds from the estate gardens, perhaps the gentle whisper of leaves or the faint chirping of a bird, are now even further away, almost absorbed by the quiet intimacy of this moment. You take another slow, deliberate sip of the tea, savoring its delicate warmth and clean, natural taste. The liquid feels smooth, almost velvety, as it passes your lips, leaving a subtle, pleasant warmth. You rest the bowl back on the cedar desk for a moment, the ceramic creating a soft, almost inaudible tap against the polished wood. The warmth lingers in your hands, a pleasant afterglow, as you observe the faint steam still rising from the tea, a visual echo of its comforting heat. The quiet presence of the tea, its subtle fragrance and gentle warmth, now deeply settles within you, a tranquil anchor in the unhurried progression of this peaceful morning. The delicate warmth of the ceramic tea bowl in your hands, a familiar comfort, now shares your attention with a new, subtle sound emerging from beyond the scriptorium's serene quiet. The faint, earthy scent of dried ink still lingers in the air, but your ears begin to discern a distant, rhythmic clarity, a sound that threads its way through the hushed elegance of the morning. It is a soft, precise plink, followed by a measured pause, then another, resonating with a pure, liquid quality. You slowly lower the tea bowl to the polished cedar desk, its cool ceramic meeting the warm wood with an almost imperceptible tap. The scroll of ancient poetry remains open before you, its delicate script now a soft blur, as your focus shifts entirely to the distant, persistent melody. The light filtering through the shoji screens seems to hold its breath, as if the entire estate is listening to this singular, exquisite sound. You lean back slightly on your cushion, feeling its firm support, allowing your posture to relax further into the quiet of the room. The sound, though far, grows clearer with each gentle repetition. It is the distinct, almost crystalline note of a water drop falling into a hidden basin, the suikinkutsu in your inner courtyard. You picture the carefully buried jar, its ceramic walls amplifying each tiny splash into a bell-like resonance that travels through the earth and timber of the compound. Each plink is unique, yet perfectly consistent, a pure, cool tone that seems to refresh the air around you, even from this distance. The rhythm is unhurried, a natural cadence that soothes without demanding attention. You close your eyes for a moment, allowing the sound to wash over you, a gentle cascade of liquid notes that seem to cleanse the mind. The scent of the aloes wood, though subtle, seems to deepen in this auditory stillness, grounding you further. The rhythmic tapping is not insistent, but a steady, almost hypnotic pulse, inviting your thoughts to slow, to align with its tranquil beat. You can almost feel the coolness of the water, the smooth, dark stones of the courtyard, the dampness of the moss that surely grows around the hidden sound vessel. The experience is one of pure observation, a quiet appreciation for the meticulous design that allows such beauty to emerge from something so simple. The sound carries a sense of profound peace, a deliberate counterpoint to the more active engagements of the morning. It is a reminder of the unseen details, the carefully curated moments of tranquility that define your privileged existence within these ancient walls. Each drop is a tiny, perfect jewel of sound, a resonant whisper from the heart of your serene estate. You simply listen, allowing the distant, rhythmic tap of the suikinkutsu to gently fill the quiet space, a calming, unwavering presence that softly anchors you in the deep, unhurried peace of the unfolding morning. The distant, bell-like notes of the suikinkutsu in the inner courtyard still softly echo in the quiet corners of your mind, a faint, pure resonance that seems to linger in the air. You gently push yourself up from the cushion at your writing desk, feeling the familiar, smooth glide of your silk kimono as you rise. The faint scent of aged ink and paper from the open scroll still rests subtly in the air, a quiet memory of your earlier contemplation. Now, a new, delicate task awaits in your private study, a gentle shift in the morning's rhythm. You move across the polished cypress floorboards, each step soft and deliberate, towards a low, elegant table positioned near a screen that offers a glimpse of the outer gardens. On the table, an attendant has already placed a slender ceramic vase, its surface a cool, matte white, with a subtle, almost imperceptible texture that hints at its handcrafted origin. Beside it, a cluster of freshly cut plum blossom branches rests on a silken cloth, their delicate petals a soft, ethereal pink, still bearing tiny glistening droplets of morning dew. A faint, sweet fragrance, undeniably fresh and pure, begins to unfurl from the blossoms, mingling gracefully with the lingering aloes wood. You settle onto a soft cushion before the table, feeling the gentle give of its fine filling, finding a comfortable and balanced posture. Your fingers reach for one of the plum branches, feeling the cool, slightly rough bark of the slender stem, a subtle contrast to the incredibly delicate softness of the petals. The blossoms themselves are almost weightless, their individual petals, like tiny, fragile pieces of silk, each one perfectly formed. You bring the branch closer, inhaling the exquisite, subtle perfume, a scent that speaks of early spring and quiet beauty. With unhurried precision, you select a branch, turning it gently in your hands, observing its natural curve and the way the blossoms are arrayed along its length. You consider the empty vase, its interior a cool, dark depth, already holding a measure of clear, fresh water. A tiny, almost inaudible splash sounds as you carefully lower the first branch into the vase, the stem finding its balance with a soft, submerged whisper. The water immediately rises to meet the cut end, a silent, life-giving embrace. You adjust the branch, guiding its delicate form, feeling the slight resistance of the water as you seek the perfect angle. The soft pink blossoms now stand proudly against the pale ceramic, their beauty enhanced by the simplicity of their presentation. You select another branch, perhaps one with a different curve or a cluster of buds just beginning to unfurl, feeling the cool, smooth surface of the stem between your fingertips. The act of arrangement is a meditative process, a quiet conversation between your hands and the natural forms of the blossoms. A faint, almost imperceptible rustle of the leaves accompanies each subtle adjustment, a whisper of living material against ceramic. You stand back slightly, observing the emerging composition, the delicate balance of space and form, light and shadow. The plum blossoms, so fragile yet so resilient, seem to breathe in the quiet air of your study, their gentle scent now a pervasive, calming presence. The light from the shoji catches the slight shimmer of dew still clinging to a few petals, a fleeting, precious detail. You make a final, minute adjustment to a single blossom, feeling its soft, yielding texture beneath your fingertip. The completed arrangement stands as a quiet testament to the beauty of the season and the serenity of the moment, its delicate fragrance, a gentle, calming breath in the quiet elegance of your private study. The fresh plum blossoms, now gracefully arranged in the slender ceramic vase, stand as a quiet testament to the morning's earlier, delicate work. A subtle, sweet fragrance from their petals still gently perfumes the air of your private study, mingling with the last faint echoes of aloes wood. The light from the shoji screens, which had been bright and diffused, now seems to mellow, taking on a softer, more intimate quality as the morning progresses towards its gentle midpoint. Your gaze, having savored the floral arrangement, now drifts towards a deeper, more profound beauty nestled in the quieter corner of the room. There, on a low, dark wood display shelf, sits your treasured collection of antique lacquerware. An attendant, with an almost imperceptible movement, has just lit a single, tall, standing lamp, its frame of slender, dark wood supporting a delicate paper shade. The lamp casts a soft, warm glow, a gentle pool of light that falls directly upon the lacquered pieces, coaxing forth their inherent depth and exquisite detail. The shadows in the rest of the study seem to deepen slightly in contrast, creating a sense of private focus around the illuminated objects. You rise slowly from your cushion, feeling the smooth silk of your kimono whisper against itself with a barely audible sound as you move towards the display. Each step on the polished cypress floorboards is deliberate, unhurried, a continuation of the morning's calm rhythm. As you approach, the subtle scent of aged wood and refined lacquer begins to emerge, a dry, almost sweet aroma that speaks of time and masterful preservation. The air around the illuminated collection feels slightly warmer, touched by the gentle heat of the lamp, yet still holding the fresh coolness of the morning. Your eyes first settle on a small, rectangular box, its surface a deep, lustrous black, polished to an almost liquid sheen that reflects the lamp's warm light in elongated, shimmering streaks. You lean closer, noticing the intricate maki-e work, delicate patterns of gold dust, perhaps a flight of tiny cranes or swirling clouds, meticulously sprinkled and embedded into the lacquer, catching the light with a subdued, ancient brilliance. You reach out a hand, your fingertips hovering just above the surface, feeling the subtle warmth emanating from the lamp's glow on the smooth, hard lacquer, a surface so refined it feels almost like cool, solidified silk. You trace the outline of a tiny, gold-dusted cloud with your gaze, appreciating the painstaking artistry that went into its creation centuries ago. The lacquer itself seems to hold light within its depths, absorbing and then subtly releasing it, creating an illusion of profound, liquid darkness. Beside it, a shallow dish, perhaps for sweets, boasts a rich, deep vermilion hue, its surface equally flawless, its color a vibrant, earthy red that seems to pulse softly under the lamp's focused illumination. The edge of the dish is adorned with a delicate silver rim, tarnished slightly with age, yet still gleaming with a quiet elegance. You pause, allowing the subtle beauty of each piece to fully register, the way the light picks out a tiny imperfection here, a nuanced shift in color there, each detail telling a silent story of its journey through time. The lamp itself emits a faint, almost imperceptible hum, a soft, warm presence in the tranquil room. The paper shade diffuses the light so perfectly, casting no harsh glare, only a gentle, enveloping radiance that highlights the rich textures and deep colors of the antique lacquerware. The world outside, with its distant bird calls and rustling leaves, seems to recede further, leaving only this intimate space of light, shadow, and timeless beauty. You breathe deeply, feeling the quiet satisfaction of being surrounded by such exquisite, ancient craftsmanship. The soft, warm glow of the lamp now recedes behind you, a gentle memory, as you turn from your collection of antique lacquerware, leaving its quiet beauty to rest within the study's tranquil shadows. Your bare feet find the cool, smooth surface of the polished cypress floorboards again, a familiar comfort, guiding you with an unhurried grace towards the open expanse of the Engawa. The faint, sweet scent of plum blossoms from earlier still lingers. A whisper in the air, but now a fresher, more expansive aroma begins to greet you as you move towards the wider garden. You step fully onto the Engawa, the wide, open veranda that embraces the sprawling estate. The cool, smooth, polished wood beneath your bare feet feels exquisitely grounding, a solid, reassuring contact with the ancient timber. Each plank, worn to a soft sheen by countless seasons and quiet passages, offers a subtly different warmth or coolness, a testament to the natural variations within the wood itself. The morning light here is brighter, no longer diffused by shoji screens, yet it remains soft, a gentle golden wash over the surrounding gardens, hinting at the full warmth of the coming day. You begin to wander, your steps slow and measured, a gentle, rhythmic padding on the smooth surface. The wood emits no sound, only a profound silence that allows your senses to expand into the vastness of the space. You notice the subtle grain patterns in the Engawa planks, how they stretch in long, parallel lines, guiding your gaze effortlessly towards the verdant landscape beyond. A faint, almost imperceptible breeze stirs from the garden, carrying with it the fresh, clean scent of damp earth and distant pine needles, a deeper, richer fragrance than the delicate plum blossoms. As you walk, your fingertips lightly brush against the smooth, cool surface of a wooden pillar, its aged cypress feeling incredibly dense and solid. The light catches the minuscule dust motes suspended in the air, making them shimmer for a fleeting moment before they disappear into the bright, open space. You pause, allowing your weight to settle fully on the cool, unyielding wood beneath your feet, feeling the subtle connection to the structure of the house, to the very earth it stands upon. The air is still, yet alive with the distant, gentle rustle of leaves in the larger trees of the main garden, a soft, undulating whisper that rises and falls with an unhurried grace. You continue your slow perambulation, moving along the length of the Engawa. The consistent coolness of the polished wood is a constant, soothing presence, a subtle counterpoint to the gradually increasing warmth of the sun on your skin. Your gaze drifts over the meticulously manicured shrubs and the carefully placed rocks, each element of the garden a deliberate composition. The silence is profound, broken only by the occasional, soft sigh of the wind through the eaves, or the distant, melodic call of an unseen bird, its notes carried softly on the morning air. You pause your slow, measured steps once more, allowing the cool, smooth wood to cradle your feet, a grounding sensation as the gentle breath of the morning wraps around you. The vastness of the garden stretches out, inviting your gaze to simply rest, without expectation, in its quiet, unfolding beauty, as the sun climbs higher, painting the world in ever brighter hues. The cool, polished wood of the Engawa remains a grounding presence beneath your bare feet, a familiar comfort as the morning's crispness gently yields to the softer warmth of the afternoon. You find a comfortable spot near an open section, allowing the subtle, shifting breezes to caress your skin, a welcome touch after the quiet intensity of the scriptorium. Your gaze drifts beyond the immediate garden, drawn by the gentle sway of a tall bamboo grove, its slender stalks dancing with a quiet, rhythmic grace in the rising afternoon breeze. From your vantage point, the bamboo appears as a verdant wall of living green, each stalk a pale, segmented pillar, stretching upwards towards the hazy blue of the sky. The breeze, though light, is persistent, causing the entire grove to undulate with a slow, hypnotic motion. You hear the distinct, soft rustle of countless bamboo leaves, a dry, whispering sound that is both constant and subtly varied, like the turning pages of an unseen ancient book. It is a sound that speaks of nature's unhurried rhythm, a gentle counterpoint to the quiet solitude of your chambers. You settle your weight more fully onto the smooth, cool agarwood, feeling the subtle give of the aged timber. The air carries the fresh, clean scent of the bamboo itself, a light, almost grassy fragrance that mingles with the faint, sweet memory of plum blossoms from earlier in the morning. As the breeze strengthens slightly, you observe how the taller stalks bend with an elegant, yielding strength, their upper sections describing wide, graceful arcs against the soft afternoon light. The movement is fluid, continuous, a natural ballet performed for your quiet contemplation. The sunlight, now higher in the sky, filters through the dense canopy of leaves, creating a delicate, shifting pattern of dappled light and shadow on the ground beneath the bamboo. You watch as these patterns dance and reform, appearing and disappearing with each gentle sway of the stalks, a silent, ephemeral art. The rustling sound deepens, becoming a more pronounced whisper, a steady murmur that seems to envelop the entire estate in its soothing embrace. It is not a loud sound, but a pervasive, soft presence that invites a quiet surrender. You close your eyes for a moment, letting the rhythmic sound of the bamboo fill your awareness completely. You feel the subtle shift in the air, the gentle brush of the afternoon breeze against your cheek, carrying with it the fresh, clean scent of the thriving grove. The coolness of the polished wood under your bare feet remains a constant, anchoring sensation, connecting you to the earth beneath. The world outside the estate seems far away, leaving only this intimate space of sound, sensation, and profound tranquility. Opening your eyes, you watch the bamboo once more, its gentle sway, a continuous calming motion against the soft afternoon sky. The unhurried rhythm of the rustling leaves and the cool, constant touch of the wood beneath you combine to create a deeply peaceful presence, inviting your thoughts to drift, unburdened, into the serene expanse of the afternoon. The afternoon breeze, which had gently stirred the bamboo outside your window, now begins to soften, its touch becoming a mere memory as the light outside your chambers gradually mellows. You have returned from the expansive Ingawa, leaving the cool, polished wood behind, and now stand in your private dressing area, where the air holds a quiet stillness, a gentle warmth that speaks of the day settling. An attendant, moving with practiced, almost invisible grace, approaches a low, lacquered chest, its dark surface gleaming softly in the fading light. With a series of fluid, unhurried motions, the attendant lifts the lid of the chest, revealing layers of meticulously folded silk robes, each one a testament to the finest weaving and dyeing. A faint, clean scent of laundered silk, subtly infused with the lingering aroma of cedarwood from the chest, rises gently into the air, a delicate and comforting fragrance. You watch as they carefully select your evening attire, a collection of robes chosen for their softness and their deeper, more subdued colors, suited for the quiet hours ahead. The first robe is lifted, a whisper-thin undergarment of pure white silk. You feel its incredible lightness as the attendant holds it out, the fabric seeming to float on the air. As you reach for it, your fingertips brush against the cool, smooth surface of the silk, a sensation of utter softness that glides effortlessly against your skin. The faint rustle of the fabric is the only sound, a delicate, almost musical sigh that accompanies its unfolding. You slip it on, feeling the gossamer thin material drift over your shoulders, a gentle, weightless embrace that settles with a soft, almost imperceptible sigh. Next, a middle layer, perhaps a soft, muted lavender, is presented. This silk is slightly heavier, with a more substantial drape, yet still exquisitely smooth against your skin. You feel its delicate weight as it settles over the first layer, the two fabrics moving in perfect harmony, a subtle friction that is barely there. The attendant's hands are deft, arranging the sleeves with precise, unhurried movements, ensuring each fold falls perfectly, each seam lies flat, without a hint of tension. The light catches the subtle sheen of the silk, revealing the rich, deep hue of the dye, a color that seems to absorb the fading daylight. Finally, the outermost robe, a deeper indigo or perhaps a charcoal gray, is carefully unfolded. This layer is the most substantial, yet still surprisingly light, its silk woven with a denser, more luxurious hand. As it is draped over your shoulders, you feel the comforting weight settle, a soft, enveloping warmth that signals the transition into evening. The fabric, cool at first, quickly adapts to your body temperature, becoming a second skin, soft and yielding. The softest, barely audible rustle accompanies the final adjustments, the silk settling into its elegant, flowing form. You feel the multiple layers of silk now resting gently upon you, a comforting weight that moves with every subtle shift of your body, a delicate, continuous whisper. The faint, clean scent of the fabric envelops you, a soothing presence that deepens the quiet of the room. The soft light of the late afternoon, now truly mellow, casts long, soft shadows, inviting a profound sense of peace as the day gracefully prepares to yield to the tranquil embrace of the evening. The comforting weight of your evening silk robes now settles gently around you, a soft, enveloping presence in your private dressing area. The subtle scent of laundered silk, infused with cedar, still lingers, a clean and calming fragrance. The mellow afternoon light has deepened into the soft twilight of early evening, casting long, peaceful shadows across the polished cypress floorboards. You find yourself seated on a low, firm stool, its surface smooth and cool, as your trusted attendant approaches, their movements hushed and respectful, carrying a small lacquered wooden comb. You feel a gentle, almost imperceptible touch as the attendant's fingers, warm and practiced, lightly brush against your scalp, a soft invitation to relax. Their presence is a quiet assurance, a familiar comfort. A faint, sweet aroma of camellia oil, subtly warmed, begins to diffuse into the air, a delicate fragrance that hints at the soothing ritual about to begin. You close your eyes, allowing your head to tilt back slightly, yielding to the anticipation of gentle touch. The first contact of the comb is incredibly soft, the smooth, polished wood of its wide teeth gliding gently through your hair, a barely audible whisper of movement. You feel the delicate pressure against your scalp as the attendant begins to work, their touch light yet firm, methodically untangling any knots with an expert, unhurried grace. Each stroke is a slow, downward motion, a gentle caress that releases any lingering tension from the day. The rhythmic sound of the comb passing through your hair is a delicate, continuous rustle, a soothing, repetitive whisper that seems to quiet the mind. As the combing continues, the attendant's fingers begin to move, their touch shifting from the comb to your scalp directly. You feel the gentle circular motions of their fingertips, a soft, kneading pressure that stimulates and relaxes simultaneously. The warmth of their hands, combined with the subtle scent of camellia oil, creates a deeply comforting sensation that spreads slowly across your scalp, down your neck, and into your shoulders. Each micro-movement of their fingers is precise, deliberate, a focused attention to every delicate nerve ending. The soft friction against your skin is almost imperceptible, yet profoundly soothing. You breathe deeply, allowing the rhythmic touch and the calming scent to envelop you completely. The gentle pressure behind your ears, then along your temples, feels exquisitely tender, easing any subtle tightness you might not have even noticed. The world outside your chambers, with its distant sounds and fading light, seems to recede further and further, leaving only this intimate space of touch and quiet sensation. The soft, continuous rustle of the comb, followed by the silent, gentle pressure of fingertips, creates a hypnotic rhythm, a lullaby of touch. You feel the final, slow strokes of the comb drawing through your hair one last time, a feather-light touch that signals the end of the massage. The attendant's hands gently withdraw, leaving behind a lingering warmth on your scalp, and the delicate, sweet scent of camellia oil. A profound sense of release and tranquility settles over you, preparing your body and mind for the evening ablutions, a gentle transition into the deeper calm of the approaching night. The lingering warmth on your scalp from the gentle massage and the delicate scent of camellia oil now accompany you as you transition from the dressing area into the private bathhouse. The soft, fading light of early evening, which had deepened the shadows in your study, here feels diffused and muted, softened by the steam already gathering in the air. The polished cypress floorboards beneath your bare feet, cool and smooth moments ago, now feel subtly warmer, hinting at the inviting heat within this dedicated space. As you step fully into the bathhouse, a profound sense of warmth and moisture envelops you, a gentle embrace that loosens any last vestiges of the day's subtle tensions. The air is thick with a delicate, earthy fragrance, a complex blend of carefully selected herbs infused into the bathwater. You recognize the faint, clean notes of pine, perhaps a hint of cypress, and a whisper of something floral, creating an aroma that is both invigorating and deeply calming. A faint, hushed sound reaches your ears, the soft, almost imperceptible lapping of water against stone, a steady, rhythmic whisper that promises deep relaxation. Your trusted attendant, moving with the quiet grace you've come to expect, offers a fresh, clean linen cloth, its fibers soft and cool against your skin as you gently remove your silk robes. The fabrics sigh softly as they are shed, their weight lifting away, leaving you feeling light and unburdened. You sit briefly on a low, smooth wooden stool, its surface warm to the touch, and allow your feet to hover just above the water before slowly, deliberately lowering them into the bath. The immediate sensation is one of exquisite warmth, a comforting heat that spreads instantly through your soles, traveling upwards through your ankles and calves. The water itself feels incredibly soft, almost silken against your skin, a remarkable contrast to the smooth, cool stone of the bath's edge. You ease yourself further into the deep, welcoming pool, the warm water rising steadily around your body, enveloping you completely. A soft, contented sigh escapes you as your shoulders sink beneath the surface, the gentle pressure of the water a profound release. You lean back against the smooth, cool stone of the bath, allowing your head to rest comfortably, feeling the gentle current of the water ripple softly around your ears. The herb-infused steam rises in delicate tendrils, swirling lazily above the surface, carrying its soothing fragrance directly to your senses. You close your eyes, feeling the warmth penetrate deeply into your muscles, dissolving any remaining stiffness. The soft lapping of the water against the stone sides of the bath becomes the only sound, a consistent, gentle rhythm that guides your breath into a deeper, slower pace. The subtle weightlessness of your body in the water is profoundly relaxing, allowing you to float, suspended in perfect tranquility. You feel the tiny, almost imperceptible currents of the herb-infused water moving around you, a soft, constant caress against your skin. The air, warm and humid, carries the rich, earthy scent of the herbs, deepening your sense of peace. You simply rest, allowing the warm, silken water to hold you, to soothe every part of your being. As the day's last light gently fades beyond the bathhouse walls, the profound warmth of the herb-infused water, which had cradled your body in your private bathhouse, now slowly releases its embrace as you prepare to emerge. The air, still humid and fragrant with the calming essence of pine and cypress, feels cooler, a gentle contrast against your skin as you shift. A soft, almost imperceptible splash sounds as you lift your arm, allowing delicate droplets to run down your skin, tracing cool, ephemeral paths. The gentle lapping of the water against the smooth stone of the bath remains a steady, rhythmic whisper, a soothing backdrop to this transition. With unhurried grace, you push yourself upwards, feeling the subtle resistance of the water as your body slowly rises from its deep, warm depths. The first contact with the air outside the bath is a soft, refreshing coolness that immediately brushes against your skin, a delicate, invigorating sensation that follows the lingering warmth. You step onto a thick, absorbent mat of woven rush, its natural fibers surprisingly soft and yielding beneath your bare feet, gently drawing away the first drops of water. The faint, earthy scent of the fresh rush mat rises to meet you, a clean, natural aroma that complements the herbal fragrance still clinging to your skin. Your trusted attendant, moving with their usual quiet efficiency, is already there, holding a stack of freshly laundered linen towels. The towels are a pristine, unbleached ivory, their fibers appearing incredibly soft and inviting in the soft, muted light of the bathhouse. As the attendant unfolds the first towel, a barely audible rustle of fine linen sounds, a delicate whisper of fabric against fabric that is incredibly soothing. You feel the gentle warmth radiating from the freshly dried linen, a subtle heat that suggests they have been carefully warmed over a low brazier, ready for your comfort. The first soft touch of the linen against your skin is exquisitely tender, a dry, comforting caress that begins to absorb the moisture with remarkable gentleness. You feel the light, dabbing motions of the attendant's hands as they meticulously dry your arms, the fine, absorbent fibers of the towel gliding over your skin with a delicate, almost feather-like pressure. Each touch is deliberate, unhurried, a focused attention that ensures no part of your skin is left damp. The soft friction of the linen is barely perceptible, yet profoundly soothing, a quiet dance of absorbency and warmth. As the attendant moves to your shoulders and back, you feel the broad, soft expanse of the towel being gently pressed against your skin, absorbing every trace of moisture with a silent efficiency. The lingering scent of the bath herbs is subtly captured by the linen, then released again, creating a soft, warm cloud of fragrance around you. You close your eyes, allowing the gentle, rhythmic dabbing and wiping motions to envelop you, feeling the sensation of warm, dry linen against your skin, a comforting weight that is both light and substantial. The soft rustle of the towel as it is turned and refolded for a fresh, dry section is the only sound, a continuous, hushed accompaniment to this ritual of care. The final touches of the towel are incredibly soft, a gentle patting on your legs and feet, leaving your skin feeling completely dry and smooth, with a subtle, warm glow. You feel a profound sense of lightness and cleanliness, a complete renewal after the day's activities. The fine linen, having performed its quiet duty, is then draped gently over a nearby rack, its soft folds now damp, yet still retaining a hint of the fresh herbal scent. The lingering warmth on your skin, the clean scent of fresh linen, and the profound stillness of the bathhouse all combine to create a deeply tranquil transition, preparing you for the quiet, unhurried ease of the evening. The profound sense of lightness and cleanliness, a gentle afterglow from your herb-infused bath, now settles around you as you move from the bathhouse. Your skin feels exquisitely smooth and dry, still carrying a faint, calming scent of pine and cypress, a quiet memory of the warm waters. Dressed in your soft, multi-layered evening silks, their gentle weight, a familiar comfort, you step onto the cool, polished cypress of the Engawa, the wide veranda that embraces the garden. The twilight has deepened, transforming the world outside into a realm of soft, indistinct shadows and hushed beauty. You find a comfortable spot near the edge of the Engawa, settling onto a thick, firm cushion, feeling its soft yet substantial support beneath you. The evening air, now noticeably cooler than the bathhouse steam, drifts gently against your face, a refreshing caress that carries with it the deeper, richer sense of the night garden. Damp earth, unseen foliage, and a subtle, sweet aroma of night-blooming jasmine that has begun to unfurl its delicate petals. The silk of your robes rustles softly with your movements, a whisper of fabric against fabric that is barely audible in the growing stillness. Your gaze is drawn to the heart of the garden, where the surface of your private pond lies still and dark, a vast, unblemished mirror reflecting the deepening indigo of the sky. The faint, distant chirping of crickets has begun, a rhythmic, almost hypnotic chorus that weaves itself into the pervasive quiet. You lean forward slightly, resting your forearms on the cool, smooth wood of the veranda rail, feeling its solid, ancient presence beneath your skin. The air itself feels soft, almost velvety, as the last vestiges of daylight slowly drain from the western sky. You watch the horizon, where the distant line of dark hills meets the pale, luminous edge of the twilight sky. It is here that the moon, a sliver of luminous silver, begins its slow, majestic ascent. At first it is just a faint glow, a subtle brightening against the deep blue, almost imperceptible. Then, slowly, with an unhurried grace, its rounded curve emerges, a soft, pearlescent orb rising above the dark silhouettes of the ancient pines. The very air seems to hold its breath, awaiting its full reveal. As the moon climbs higher, its gentle light begins to stretch across the garden, touching the still surface of the pond with a delicate, ethereal sheen. The dark water transforms, catching the moon's reflection, turning from an inky black to a luminous, shimmering silver, a liquid mirror of the celestial sphere. You watch as the light plays across the surface, creating subtle, undulating patterns that ripple with every almost imperceptible breath of wind. The silhouettes of the surrounding bamboo and maples become sharper, etched in profound darkness against the moonlit expanse. You simply sit, allowing the quiet contemplation of the rising moon and its gentle illumination of the pond to fill your senses. The coolness of the evening air, the soft rustle of your silk robes, and the distant chorus of crickets all blend into a harmonious symphony of night. The moon's light, now fully present on the pond, casts a serene silver glow, inviting a deep, unhurried peace to settle within you, preparing your spirit for the tranquil embrace of the night. The moon, now a luminous silver orb, casts its gentle glow across the still surface of your garden pond, reflecting the deep indigo of the night sky, a scene of profound stillness that held your gaze. As you continue to sit on the cool, polished cypress of the Ingawa, feeling the soft weight of your silk robes, a new, ethereal sound begins to drift on the evening air, a delicate counterpoint to the distant chorus of crickets. It is the faint, crystalline chime of wind bells, carried from a distant pavilion, a whisper of sound that deepens the quietude. You turn your head slightly, allowing your ear to catch the subtle melody. The chimes are not constant, but intermittent, appearing and receding with the gentle, almost imperceptible breath of the night breeze. Each note is pure, clear, a tiny, perfectly formed jewel of sound that seems to hang in the cool, fragrant air before softly dissolving. You imagine the delicate ceramic or glass bells, suspended from a slender eave, swaying with an elegant, unhurried grace in the moonlit distance, their delicate clappers tapping against their edges with exquisite precision. The scent of night-blooming jasmine, now fully unfolded, deepens around you, mingling with the subtle, damp earthiness from the pond. You close your eyes for a moment, allowing the faint chimes to wash over you, a gentle cascade of sound that seems to smooth any lingering edges of thought. The rhythm is irregular, yet deeply soothing, a natural pulse that invites a profound sense of peace. You feel the cool, smooth wood of the veranda beneath your hands as you rest them lightly on your lap, the silk of your robes, a soft, comforting presence against your skin. The air itself feels soft, almost velvety, as it carries these delicate notes from afar, a testament to the vast, quiet expanse of your estate. As a particularly clear chime resonates, a pure, high note that seems to shimmer in the air, you open your eyes, allowing your gaze to drift back to the moonlit pond. The soft light seems to intensify, catching the subtle ripples on the water's surface, creating a visual echo of the delicate sounds. The silhouettes of the bamboo grove, which had swayed gently in the afternoon, now stand tall and dark against the luminous sky, their upper leaves perhaps catching the faintest touch of the moon, appearing almost silver-edged. The chimes are a reminder of the unseen, the quiet elegance that permeates every corner of your world, even those beyond your immediate sight. You take a slow, deep breath, allowing the cool, clean evening air subtly perfumed with jasmine to fill your lungs. The faint, rhythmic chimes continue, a steady, gentle presence that cradles the quiet of the night. Each delicate note, carried on the soft breeze, seems to draw you deeper into a state of unburdened tranquility, a profound and effortless calm that settles over you completely. The world outside, with its grand rhythms, now feels distant and hushed, leaving only the intimate embrace of sound and stillness. You simply listen, allowing the pure, distant chimes to gently guide your thoughts, letting them drift, light and unhurried, into the deep, enveloping quiet of the night. The soft, rhythmic presence of the wind bells, a delicate music across the vast, tranquil garden, invites a profound and effortless surrender to rest. The faint, ethereal chime of wind bells from the distant pavilion has softened to a lingering memory in the cool, deepening air of the evening, a delicate echo that accompanies the moon's gentle ascent over your tranquil garden pond. You remain seated on the polished cypress of the Ingawa, feeling the smooth, cool wood beneath your hands as you reach for the painted fan that rests beside you. Its presence is a familiar comfort in the quiet expanse of the night, offering a subtle, personal breeze. You pick up the fan, feeling the smooth, slender ribs of lacquered bamboo warm slightly beneath your fingertips. The delicate, translucent paper, stretched taut across the frame, feels impossibly light and fine, almost weightless. As you slowly unfurl it with a soft, deliberate motion, a barely audible whisper of paper against bamboo sounds, a gentle rustle that fills the immediate stillness. The fan opens to reveal a meticulously painted scene of moonlit willows, rendered in soft, muted greens and silvers, their delicate branches swaying with an imagined grace that mirrors the bamboo grove you observed earlier. With a slow, rhythmic movement, you begin to fan yourself, a gentle, undulating motion that barely disturbs the quiet air. The soft, almost imperceptible whoosh of the fan as it cuts through the air is a soothing, consistent sound, a delicate current that brings a refreshing coolness to your skin. You feel the gentle brush of air against your cheek, then along your neck, a subtle caress that invigorates without being jarring. The silk of your robes, already soft and flowing, rustles with an even fainter whisper in response to the fanning motion, a delicate accompaniment to the fan's gentle rhythm. You close your eyes for a moment, allowing the rhythmic movement of the fan and the cool sensation of the air to deepen your relaxation. The faint, sweet scent of night-blooming jasmine, carried on the natural evening breeze, seems to be subtly stirred and enhanced by the fan's motion, wrapping around you in soft, fragrant eddies. The distant chorus of crickets continues its steady, rhythmic song, a grounding hum that blends seamlessly with the soft, repetitive sound of the fan. Each gentle sweep of the fan is a small, deliberate act of comfort, a quiet moment of self-care in the vast, unhurried expanse of the night. Opening your eyes, you watch the delicate painted willows on the fan, their silver leaves seeming to shimmer in the subtle moonlight that now bathes the Ingawa. The gentle movement of your hand causes faint, shifting shadows to dance across the fan's surface, creating a living tableau of quiet motion and serene beauty. The cool air, consistently refreshed by your slow, rhythmic fanning, feels exquisitely pleasant, a continuous, soft embrace against your skin. The fan itself, a small masterpiece of art and function, becomes a focal point for your quiet contemplation, its soft rustle, a lullaby for the senses. You continue to fan yourself, the gentle, rhythmic motion becoming a deeply soothing presence in the profound quiet of the evening. The consistent touch of the cool air, the soft whisper of the fan, and the serene beauty of its painted surface combine to draw you deeper into a state of unburdened tranquility, allowing your thoughts to drift, light and unhurried, into the tranquil embrace of the night. The gentle, rhythmic whoosh of the painted fan, which had created a soft, personal breeze, now slowly ceases as you carefully fold it, with a quiet, deliberate motion. The slender, lacquered bamboo ribs slide smoothly against each other, emitting a soft, faint click that punctuates the growing stillness of the evening. The moon, a luminous silver orb, continues its majestic ascent above your garden pond, casting its ethereal light across the cool, polished cypress of the Engawa where you sit. The delicate, sweet scent of night-blooming jasmine, carried on the soft air, still weaves through the space, a comforting presence. You rest the folded fan on the smooth, cool wood beside you, feeling the faint residual warmth from your hand on its surface. Your gaze then shifts to the low, lacquered reading stand that has been placed nearby, upon which rests a weighty, beautifully bound volume, a treasured epic tale. Its dark, rich cover, perhaps of lacquered wood, or a finely woven, sturdy silk, gleams subtly in the moon's soft glow, hinting at the stories held within. The distant chorus of crickets continues its rhythmic song, a constant, soothing hum that cradles the quiet of the night. With an unhurried grace, you reach out, your fingers lightly brushing the smooth, cool surface of the book's cover. You feel its substantial weight as you lift it, a reassuring density that speaks of ancient wisdom in countless pages. The binding feels firm and supple, a testament to its careful craftsmanship and many years of gentle handling. A faint, almost imperceptible scent of aged paper and dry ink, distinct from the fresh ink of your earlier writing, rises as you bring the volume closer, a delicate perfume of history and narrative. You settle the book comfortably in your lap, allowing its weight to ground you, feeling the smooth, cool cover against the silk of your robes. With careful, deliberate movements, you begin to open it, the spine yielding with a soft, almost inaudible sigh of aged materials. The pages within are of a fine, thick washi paper, creamy and subtly textured, their edges perhaps softened by time and the touch of many hands. The moonlight, now streaming more directly onto the Engawa, illuminates the characters on the page, transforming them into shimmering, dark forms against the pale surface. Your eyes drift over the familiar script, pausing at the end of a chapter, a quiet moment of reflection. Then, with a slow, precise motion, you extend a finger and gently press it against the top corner of the page. You feel the subtle, dry texture of the paper beneath your fingertip as you lift it, allowing the air to seep between the leaves. A soft, hushed rustle, like the whisper of dry leaves in a gentle breeze, sounds as the page slowly turns, gracefully falling to rest on the opposite side. The sound is delicate, yet utterly clear in the profound stillness, a singular, satisfying release. The newly revealed page marks the beginning of a fresh chapter, its opening characters perhaps a little larger, more ornate, inviting your gaze to settle. You smooth the page gently with the flat of your hand, feeling the dry, cool paper beneath your palm, ensuring it lies perfectly flat against its companion. The soft, continuous rustle of the turning page, now complete, leaves a lingering echo in the quiet air. The moon's light, still bright and serene on the pond, casts a soft radiance across the open pages, illuminating the elegant script, inviting your mind to embark on a new, unhurried journey within the epic tale. You breathe deeply, allowing the soft, rhythmic presence of the distant wind bells, now even fainter, and the subtle scent of aged paper to cradle your senses. The quiet contemplation of the story, unfolding slowly before you in the gentle moonlight, deepens the profound peace that settles over you, inviting a graceful and effortless drift into the tranquil expanse of the night. The hushed rustle of the pages, which had just marked the end of a chapter in your treasured epic tale, now gently fades into the quietude of the evening. The luminous moon, still high above, casts its serene light across the polished cypress of the Engawa where you sit, illuminating the open book in your lap. The faint, sweet scent of night-blooming jasmine continues to drift on the cool air, a delicate and comforting presence. You feel the smooth, cool weight of the ancient volume, its stories settling into your mind. With a slow, deliberate grace, you gently close the book, feeling the slight resistance of its aged binding. The rich, dark cover, perhaps of lacquered wood or fine silk, meets with a soft, almost imperceptible thud, sealing the narratives within its pages. You carefully place the closed volume beside you on the smooth wood of the Engawa, its substantial weight a grounding presence. Your fingers, Having traced countless characters, now rest lightly on the cool wood, feeling the subtle grain beneath your touch. An attendant, moving with their characteristic quiet efficiency, approaches your side. Their steps are hushed, a barely audible padding on the polished floor, ensuring no disturbance to the profound stillness of the evening. They carry a small, lacquered tray, its dark, lustrous surface reflecting the moon's soft glow. Upon it rests a delicate ceramic tokure, a sake carafe, its smooth, elegant form promising warmth, and a tiny, perfectly proportioned ceramic cup, its unglazed surface a soft, matte white. A faint, sweet aroma, distinct from the night flowers, begins to subtly permeate the air around you. A hint of freshly brewed sake. You watch as the attendant carefully places the tray on the low table before you, the softest whisper of lacquered wood against wood as it settles. Your gaze is drawn to the tokuri, its ceramic body holding a gentle, inviting warmth that radiates subtly into the cool evening air. You reach out, your fingertips lightly touching the smooth, cool rim of the small ceramic cup, feeling its delicate weight and the fine, almost imperceptible texture of its unglazed finish. The moonlight catches the subtle variations in its surface, revealing the handcrafted artistry. With a graceful, unhurried motion, the attendant picks up the tokuri. You hear the softest, most delicate gurgle of liquid as they tilt the carafe, and a thin, steady stream of pale, translucent sake begins to pour into your cup. The sound is incredibly subtle, a gentle, continuous whisper of liquid meeting ceramic, filling the tiny vessel with a quiet grace. As the sake rises in the cup, its subtle aroma intensifies, a soft, sweet fragrance of fermented rice, clean and pure, mingling delicately with the lingering jasmine. The warmth of the sake, having traveled from the tokuri, now begins to transfer to the ceramic cup, making it subtly warm to the touch. The attendant finishes pouring with a precise, almost invisible movement, placing the tokuri back on the tray with a soft, barely audible click. You pick up the delicate cup, feeling the comforting warmth of the sake radiating through the smooth ceramic into your fingertips. You bring the cup closer, allowing the subtle, sweet aroma of the freshly brewed sake to envelop your senses. A soft, inviting presence that deepens the tranquility of the night. The scent is pure, unadulterated, a promise of gentle comfort. You simply hold the cup, feeling its delicate warmth and the subtle sweet aroma rising to meet you, a perfect blend of comfort and quiet luxury in the profound stillness of the moonlit evening. The soft, rhythmic presence of the distant crickets and the lingering scent of jasmine now seem to fade into the background, leaving only the intimate embrace of the sake, inviting a deep and unhurried peace to settle within you. The delicate warmth of the sake cup, which had been a comforting presence in your hands, now gently recedes as you place it back upon the lacquered tray with an almost imperceptible click. The subtle, sweet aroma of the freshly brewed sake still lingers in the cool evening air, blending with the pervasive scent of night-blooming jasmine as the moon continues its serene journey across the sky. You rise slowly from the engawa, feeling the smooth, cool cypress wood beneath your feet for one last moment before you turn, with unhurried grace, towards your inner sleeping quarters. You slide the shoji screen closed with a soft, deliberate whisper of paper on its wooden track, sealing away the vastness of the moonlit garden. The air within your sleeping chambers feels immediately warmer, more enclosed and intimate, a gentle cocoon. The bright, direct moonlight now softens, diffused through the delicate rice paper of the shoji, casting gentle, pale gray patterns across the polished floorboards. Here, a different, softer light source already holds sway, beckoning with its gentle, flickering glow. Your gaze is drawn to a series of carefully placed lamps, perhaps one on a low, lacquered stand near your futon, and another on a small, dark wood chest. Each lamp holds a single, slender wick, its flame a tiny golden teardrop, dancing with a slow, almost imperceptible rhythm. The light they cast is profoundly soft, a warm, amber glow that banishes the deeper shadows without harshness, creating an atmosphere of deep tranquility. A faint, clean scent of fine lamp oil, subtly woody and warm, begins to unfurl, a delicate perfume that whispers of quiet evenings. You move towards your futon, your silk robes rustling with a hushed, continuous whisper as you settle onto the soft, layered bedding. The silk of the futon cover feels incredibly smooth and cool against your skin, a comforting contrast to the lingering warmth from your bath. You recline gently, allowing your body to sink into the yielding softness, feeling the familiar contours of the luxurious padding. Your eyes, now adjusted to the softer illumination, begin to trace the slow, mesmerizing dance of the candlelight across the polished surfaces of your sleeping quarters. The flames, though small, cast long, undulating reflections on the dark, lustrous lacquer of the low tables and chests, turning their surfaces into liquid mirrors of flickering gold. You watch as a slender line of light stretches and wavers across the dark wood of a cypress pillar, shimmering with a delicate, ephemeral brilliance before gently receding. On the polished cypress floorboards, the reflections are softer, more diffused, like gentle ripples on a calm, dark pond, moving with a silent, hypnotic grace. Each shift in the tiny flame causes a new, subtle play of light and shadow, a continuous, quiet ballet. You notice how the candlelight catches the subtle sheen of your silk robes, making the fabric appear to breathe with a soft, inner glow, its folds deepening and softening with each flicker. The quiet hum of the night, carried faintly from beyond the shoji, now seems entirely absorbed by the profound stillness of your chambers, leaving only the delicate, almost imperceptible sound of the tiny flames themselves, a soft, steady whisper of combustion. The warm light, the gentle reflections, and the deep quiet combine to create a deeply soothing cocoon, inviting your thoughts to slow, to soften, to drift. You simply watch the slow, gentle dance of the candlelight, allowing its hypnotic rhythm to fill your senses completely. The warm, soft light, the liquid reflections on the polished surfaces, and the profound stillness of your sleeping quarters all combine to cradle you in a state of deep, unhurried peace, inviting a graceful and effortless surrender to the tranquil embrace of the approaching night. The gentle dance of candlelight, which had held your gaze, now begins to soften at the edges of your awareness, its flickering reflections on the polished surfaces of your sleeping quarters becoming a more subtle background presence. The profound stillness of your chambers, cradled by the soft embrace of your futon and the comforting weight of your silk robes, remains undisturbed. Yet a new, delicate sound begins to emerge from the vast quiet of your estate. It is the rhythmic, almost ethereal plucking of a koto, carried softly on the cool night air from a distant wing. You shift slightly, feeling the yielding softness of the layered futon beneath you, its silk cover cool and smooth against your skin. Your eyes, which had been tracing the golden shimmers of light on lacquered wood, now close, allowing your sense of hearing to deepen, to focus on the distant melody. The sound is incredibly faint at first, a series of pure, bell-like notes, each one distinct yet blending into a harmonious, unhurried sequence. It speaks of practiced hands, of a quiet dedication to artistry, unfolding gracefully across the hushed expanse of the Heian night. You imagine the long, elegant form of the koto, its paulownia wood resonating with each delicate pluck of the strings, the sound traveling through the timber and paper walls of the distant building, across open courtyards, and finally, reaching your private sanctuary. The rhythm is slow, deliberate, a gentle ebb and flow that seems to mimic the soft breathing of the sleeping world. Each note is held for a moment, allowed to fully decay into silence before the next one is born, creating a spaciousness within the music itself. The faint, clean scent of fine lamp oil, which had accompanied the candlelight, now seems to subtly intertwine with the unseen music, creating a unique, comforting atmosphere. The melody is not complex, but repetitive. A series of simple, calming phrases that loop and intertwine, inviting your mind to drift, unburdened by thought. You feel the cool, smooth silk of your robes against your skin, a constant, gentle touch that grounds you in the present moment. The distant chorus of crickets, which had been a steady hum, now seems to soften further, becoming almost an extension of the koto's rhythmic pulse, a natural accompaniment to the human-made music. The air in your chambers remains still, yet alive with these subtle, harmonious sounds. You simply listen, allowing the deep, resonant notes of the koto to gently cradle your thoughts, feeling the delicate vibrations of the music as if they were passing through the very air around you. The soft, rhythmic presence of the distant instrument, a beautiful and unhurried lullaby, seems to draw you deeper into a profound and effortless calm, guiding your entire being towards a state of complete and utter rest. The subtle light of the remaining candles, now even softer, continues its gentle, almost imperceptible dance on the polished surfaces, a visual echo of the serene music. You breathe deeply, allowing the profound stillness of your sleeping quarters and the gentle, rhythmic koto music to envelop you completely. The soft, distant notes, each one a delicate touch on the canvas of the night, invite a deep, unhurried peace to settle within you, preparing your spirit for the tranquil embrace of the approaching sleep. The rhythmic, ethereal plucking of the distant koto, which had filled your sleeping quarters with its gentle melody, now begins to recede, becoming a softer, almost imperceptible hum in the profound stillness of the night. The candlelight continues its slow dance, casting warm, flickering reflections across the polished cypress and lacquered surfaces, a silent, visual lullaby. You remain settled on your futon, feeling its deep, yielding softness beneath you, the cool, smooth silk of your outer robes, a comforting weight. With an unhurried grace, you begin the evening ritual of preparing for sleep. Your hands, moving with practiced slowness, reach for the ties of your outermost silk robe. You feel the delicate knot yield beneath your fingertips, the fine threads of silk sliding apart with a soft, barely audible release. As the robe loosens, you feel its comforting weight lift, the fabric sighing softly as it is gently slipped from your shoulders and carefully folded by your side, creating a soft, almost weightless mound of deep indigo silk. The air, cool and fresh, brushes against your skin where the fabric has been removed, a delicate, invigorating touch. Next, the middle layer, perhaps the soft lavender silk from earlier, is gently eased away. You feel its smooth texture glide effortlessly against your skin, a whisper of fabric against fabric that is incredibly soothing. The soft rustle of the silk as it is folded and placed beside the outer robe is a delicate, continuous sound, a quiet accompaniment to your movements. The faint scent of laundered silk, subtly mingled with the clean aroma of fine lamp oil, deepens around you, a comforting perfume that speaks of meticulous care and quiet luxury. Now, only your innermost sleeping garment remains, a whisper-thin layer of pure white silk, exquisitely soft against your skin. You feel its incredible lightness, its gossamer texture, a delicate caress that allows your skin to breathe freely. With gentle movements, you adjust the simple lines of this garment, feeling the cool, smooth fabric settle perfectly around your form, a second skin of pure comfort. The candlelight, now the primary source of illumination, softly gleams on the silk, making its folds appear to shift and breathe with an ethereal glow. You then turn your attention to your futon, which has been meticulously prepared for your rest. You reach out, your fingers lightly tracing the soft, cool surface of the silk cover. You begin to arrange your silken sleeping garments. The pure white inner layer, the soft lavender, and the deep indigo outer robe, spreading them with unhurried precision across the futon. Each piece of silk settles with a soft, almost imperceptible sigh, its delicate fibers yielding gracefully against the soft padding of the futon. The arrangement is simple, a quiet invitation to ease and comfort. The subtle scent of the clean silk, now warm from your body, mingles with the faint, sweet scent of night-blooming jasmine that still drifts from beyond the shoji. You run your hand over the smooth, cool surface of the futon cover, feeling its inviting texture. The gentle, rhythmic notes of the distant koto have faded now, leaving only the profound stillness of your chambers, cradled by the soft, flickering candlelight and the quiet promise of deep rest. The prepared futon with its layers of soft silk awaits your complete surrender. You breathe deeply, allowing the soft, inviting textures and the profound quiet to envelop you completely. The warm, gentle light, the delicate scent of silk, and the comforting readiness of your futon all combine to cradle you in a state of deep, unhurried peace, inviting a graceful and effortless surrender to the tranquil embrace of the approaching night. The soft, cool silk of your innermost sleeping garment now rests against your skin, a delicate embrace as you settle deeper into the yielding comfort of your futon. The profound stillness of your chambers, cradled by the soft, flickering candlelight, is gently stirred by a new, subtle presence. The sensation of cool, fresh air drifting through the open screens. This refreshing current, a quiet breath from the outside world, subtly permeates the intimate space, a welcome counterpoint to the lingering warmth of the day. You feel the delicate touch of the cool air first upon your exposed arm, a feather-light caress that sends a shiver of profound relaxation through your skin. It is not a strong breeze, but a gentle, steady drift, a continuous flow that whispers softly against the silk of your robes, causing the fine fabric to stir with an almost imperceptible rustle. The air carries with it the clean, damp scent of the night garden, a deeper, earthier fragrance than the jasmine of earlier, now mingled with a faint, sweet aroma of dew-kissed leaves. You close your eyes for a moment, allowing this pure, cool essence to wash over your face, feeling its subtle, invigorating power. The shoji screens, which had been closed to hold the day's warmth, have been silently drawn back, creating an open expanse to the tranquil night. Though the outside world remains largely unseen in the deep shadows, you sense its vastness through this opening. The soft, diffused moonlight, which had danced on your polished surfaces, now seems to deepen in hue, taking on a more profound, silvery quality as it enters the room with the cool air. You notice the delicate texture of the finely woven mosquito netting, stretched taut across the opening, its almost invisible threads shimmering faintly in the subtle light, a protective yet permeable veil. You shift slightly on your futon, allowing your body to fully receive the gentle caress of the cool air. It seems to wrap around your ankles, then drift upwards, a continuous, soothing movement that follows the contours of your form. The silk of your garment, already light, feels even more ethereal with this constant, soft current moving beneath and around it, creating a sensation of absolute freedom and ease. The distant chorus of crickets, which had been a clear, rhythmic song from the garden, now seems to be carried more distinctly on this fresh air, each chirp a tiny, perfectly formed sound that rises and falls with the subtle shifts in the breeze. The quiet rustle of the surrounding foliage, perhaps the tall bamboo grove you observed earlier in the day, is now a barely audible whisper, softened by distance and the gentle movement of the cool air. It is a sound that speaks of nature's unhurried rhythm, a constant, comforting presence that deepens the profound stillness of your sleeping chambers. You breathe in slowly, deeply, allowing the cool, clean air to fill your lungs, feeling a sense of deep renewal with each breath. The subtle scent of the night, cool and fresh, permeates your senses, guiding you deeper into a state of unburdened tranquility. You simply lie there, feeling the continuous, soft drift of cool, fresh air against your skin. A delicate, soothing presence that gently nudges your thoughts further into quietude. The faint, rhythmic sounds carried on the breeze, the cool touch of silk, and the encompassing stillness all combine to cradle you in a state of profound, unhurried peace, inviting a graceful and effortless surrender to the tranquil embrace of the approaching sleep. The continuous, soft drift of cool, fresh air, which had caressed your skin through the open screens, now deepens its presence in your sleeping chambers. You feel its delicate current, gently stirring the fine silk of your innermost sleeping garment. A subtle, almost imperceptible whisper against your skin as you settle deeper into the yielding comfort of your futon. The soft, flickering candlelight, now lower and more subdued, casts long, dancing shadows across the polished cypress floorboards, creating an intimate, hushed sanctuary as night truly deepens around you. Your body, now completely relaxed and unburdened by the day's events, sinks further into the layered softness of the futon. The cool, smooth silk of the cover feels exquisitely gentle beneath your cheek, a perfect counterpoint to the subtle warmth that radiates from your own form. You adjust your head slightly on the soft pillow, feeling its familiar, comforting support, allowing your breath to deepen and slow, matching the unhurried rhythm of the night. The faint, clean scent of fine lamp oil, which had accompanied the candlelight, now blends seamlessly with the cooler, purer air, creating a deeply tranquil atmosphere. From beyond the delicate mosquito netting stretched across the open screens, a new sound emerges, weaving itself into the profound stillness. It is the faint, rhythmic chirping of crickets from your sprawling garden, a chorus that has grown more pronounced as the night deepens. Each chirp is a tiny, perfectly formed sound, a delicate, high-pitched note that seems to shimmer in the cool air before gently fading. The sound is not intrusive, but rather a soft, continuous melody, a natural lullaby that speaks of the vast, unseen life of the nocturnal world. You focus on the sound, allowing its gentle rhythm to wash over you, feeling its subtle vibrations as if they were passing through the very air you breathe. The crickets seem to call to each other from different corners of the garden, creating a layered, intricate tapestry of sound that is both distant and intimately present. Some chirps are closer, clearer, while others are softer, more diffused, hinting at the expansive breadth of your estate under the moonlit sky. The consistency of their song is profoundly soothing, a constant, unwavering presence in the deepening quiet. You close your eyes, letting the rhythmic chirping become the sole focus of your awareness. The cool, fresh air continues to drift gently across your skin, a delicate caress that carries the faint, sweet scent of night-blooming jasmine, now more subtle, almost a memory, mingling with the earthy fragrance of damp soil. The silk of your garment, light and ethereal, seems to breathe with each shift in the air, creating a barely audible whisper that blends with the cricket song. The moonlight, though unseen through your closed eyelids, you know still bathes the garden in its soft silvery glow, illuminating the unseen performers of this nocturnal symphony. The continuous, gentle rhythm of the crickets, each tiny chirp a soft, delicate touch on the canvas of the night, now seems to cradle your thoughts, guiding them effortlessly into a profound and unburdened calm. The cool air, the soft silk, and the encompassing stillness all combine to create a deeply soothing cocoon, inviting a graceful and complete surrender to the tranquil embrace of the approaching sleep. The rhythmic chirping of crickets, which had cradled your thoughts from the soft comfort of your futon, now feels slightly more distant as you gently push yourself upwards. The cool, fresh air, which had drifted through the open screens, still whispers against the silk of your innermost sleeping garment, a delicate caress as you prepare to move. The soft, flickering candlelight continues its gentle dance, casting long, peaceful shadows across the polished cypress floorboards of your sleeping chambers. With unhurried grace you rise from the deep, yielding softness of your futon, feeling the smooth silk of your garments settle around you. Your bare feet find the cool, smooth wood of the floor, a familiar and grounding sensation. An attendant, moving with their characteristic quiet efficiency, has already placed a paper lantern on a low stand near the exit of your chambers. Its soft, warm glow pulsates gently, a welcoming beacon in the deepening night. A faint, clean scent of fine lamp oil, subtly woody, emanates from its illuminated paper. You approach the lantern, your steps hushed and deliberate, each movement a continuation of the night's tranquil rhythm. Your hand reaches for the cool, smooth wooden handle of the lantern, feeling its balanced weight in your grasp. The delicate paper shade, a soft, creamy white, feels surprisingly firm and translucent under your fingertips, allowing the warm, amber light from within to diffuse outwards in a gentle, inviting circle. The faint, clean scent of the paper itself, mingled with the lamp oil, is a subtle perfume that accompanies you. As you step from your chambers, sliding the screen closed with a soft, deliberate whisper of paper on its wooden track, the lantern's glow immediately becomes your primary guide. You move onto the covered walkways of your estate, the smooth, cool cypress planks extending into the soft, enveloping darkness. The light from the lantern casts a gentle, moving circle on the polished wood before you, revealing the subtle grain of the ancient timber. each step a quiet padding sound that is absorbed by the profound stillness of the night. The cool, fresh air, no longer confined to your chambers, now drifts more freely along the open sides of the walkway, carrying with it the richer, deeper sense of the garden. Damp earth, unseen foliage, and the lingering sweetness of night-blooming jasmine, now more subtle, almost a memory. The distant chorus of crickets, which had been your lullaby, becomes a continuous, soft murmur, a vast, unseen orchestra playing its nightly symphony. You hear the faint, almost imperceptible rustle of your silk robes as you walk, a delicate whisper that blends seamlessly with the other nocturnal sounds. You pause, allowing the lantern's soft glow to settle around you, illuminating the sturdy wooden pillars that line the walkway, their dark surfaces reflecting the amber light in soft, elongated streaks. The light creates a profound sense of intimacy, drawing your focus to the immediate path ahead, while the deeper shadows beyond remain mysterious and serene. The cool, smooth wood beneath your bare feet is a constant, grounding presence, connecting you to the ancient structure of your home, guiding you with gentle assurance through the quiet elegance of the night. You continue your slow, unhurried walk, allowing the soft glow of the paper lantern to lead your way, the consistent warmth of its light, the cool, smooth wood beneath your feet, and the gentle sounds of the night all combine to cradle you in a state of profound, unburdened peace, inviting a graceful and effortless drift into the tranquil expanse of the approaching sleep. The soft glow of the paper lantern, which had guided your path along the covered walkways, now casts its gentle light upon a different kind of beauty within your private chambers. You have returned from your quiet promenade, the cool night air still clinging faintly to your silk sleeping garment, a delicate whisper against your skin. The rhythmic chirping of crickets from the garden has softened to a distant hum, a comforting presence as night deepens around you. You have settled back onto your futon, feeling its deep, yielding softness cradle your body. The cool, smooth silk cover a familiar comfort. The paper lantern rests on a low stand nearby, its warm, amber light now the primary illumination in the room, casting long, peaceful shadows. Beside you, on a finely lacquered clothes rack, hangs your treasured ceremonial robe, a masterpiece of silk and intricate embroidery, its presence a quiet testament to heritage and artistry. A faint, clean scent of fine lamp oil, subtly woody, permeates the air, mingling with the last vestiges of night-blooming jasmine. With an unhurried grace, you reach out, your fingers lightly touching the rich, heavy silk of the robe. You feel its substantial weight, the dense weave of the fabric, contrasting subtly with the lighter silk of your sleeping garment. The silk itself is a deep, lustrous indigo, so dark it almost absorbs the gentle lantern light, yet still reflects it with a profound, liquid sheen. As your fingers brush against it, a soft, almost imperceptible rustle of the heavy fabric sounds, a deep, resonant whisper that speaks of its quality. You bring a section of the robe closer, allowing the lantern's soft glow to fall directly upon it, illuminating the intricate embroidery. Your eyes begin to trace the delicate patterns, perhaps mythical creatures like phoenixes or dragons, or serene landscapes of pines and clouds, meticulously stitched in threads of gold, silver, and vibrant colored silks. Each stitch is incredibly fine, almost invisible to the naked eye, a testament to countless hours of painstaking craftsmanship. You notice how the metallic threads catch the light, shimmering with a subdued ancient brilliance, creating a subtle, three-dimensional texture against the smooth silk. You run your fingertip, ever so lightly, across a raised section of gold embroidery. You feel the subtle texture of the tiny, overlapping stitches, a delicate, almost imperceptible roughness that contrasts with the surrounding smoothness of the silk. The cool air in your chambers, gently stirred by the soft, flickering light, seems to hold its breath as you immerse yourself in this quiet observation. The distant chorus of crickets, now a very faint, continuous hum, acts as a gentle, rhythmic backdrop to your visual contemplation, a natural and unhurried accompaniment to the detailed artistry. You continue to admire the intricate work, allowing your gaze to drift slowly along the sweeping curves of a cloud motif, then to the delicate scales of a mythical creature. Each segment of the embroidery reveals new layers of detail, new shades of color, new glimmers of metallic thread, all brought to life by the soft, warm glow of the paper lantern. The quiet appreciation for such beauty, such enduring artistry, fills your senses completely, deepening the profound stillness of your sleeping chambers. The ceremonial robe, with its rich tapestry of threads and stories, now rests peacefully, a silent guardian in the soft, enveloping light. You breathe deeply, allowing the exquisite details of the embroidery and the soft, warm glow of the lantern to cradle your senses. The profound quiet of your chambers, illuminated by this gentle light, invites a deep, unhurried peace to settle within you, preparing your spirit for the tranquil embrace of the approaching sleep. The exquisite embroidery on your ceremonial robe, which had held your quiet admiration, now fades into the soft shadows as you gently turn your gaze away. You are already settled deep into the yielding comfort of your futon, the cool, smooth silk of your sleeping garment, a delicate embrace against your skin. The soft, flickering candlelight continues its subtle dance across the polished cypress, creating an intimate, hushed sanctuary as night truly deepens. The distant chirping of crickets has become a barely perceptible hum, a soft, constant presence from the garden. Beneath your feet, a new, comforting sensation begins to emerge, a subtle warmth that spreads slowly through your souls. It is the gentle warmth of a heated stone, carefully placed beneath the layers of your futon by an unseen attendant. The stone, perhaps a smooth, dark river rock, holds a steady, inviting heat that radiates upwards, a profound and grounding comfort against the cool evening air. This warmth is not intense, but a delicate, pervasive heat that soothes without being overwhelming, a perfect counterpoint to the coolness of the night. You shift slightly, allowing your feet to press more fully against the gentle warmth, feeling the subtle tension in your muscles slowly dissolve. The heat penetrates deeply, easing any lingering coolness from your earlier walk on the Engawa. The silk of your futon cover, already cool and smooth, now feels exquisitely soft against the subtle heat from below, creating a delicate play of temperatures that is profoundly relaxing. The faint, clean scent of fine lamp oil, which accompanies the candlelight, seems to deepen in this cozy warmth, a comforting perfume that speaks of quiet evenings and meticulous care. You close your eyes, allowing your other senses to heighten, focusing entirely on the sensation beneath your feet. The warmth is consistent, unwavering, a steady anchor in the profound stillness of your chambers. You can almost feel the smooth, rounded surface of the stone itself, its ancient form now imbued with a gentle heat, silently radiating comfort. The distant, almost imperceptible hum of the crickets from the garden seems to blend seamlessly with this internal warmth, becoming a part of the enveloping peace. The subtle heat from the stone travels slowly upwards, spreading through your ankles, then your calves. a wave of profound relaxation that seems to loosen every part of your being. You feel your breath deepen, becoming even slower and more even, aligning with the unhurried rhythm of the night. The silk of your sleeping garment, light and ethereal, now feels even more comforting, allowing the gentle warmth to permeate without hindrance, a delicate caress against your skin. The candlelight, though unseen, continues its soft rhythmic flicker, creating a visual echo of this internal warmth. You simply lie there, allowing the gentle, pervasive warmth of the heated stone beneath your feet to completely envelop you. The consistent, soothing heat, the profound stillness of your chambers, and the delicate touch of silk all combine to cradle you in a state of deep, unhurried peace, inviting a graceful and effortless surrender to the tranquil embrace of the approaching sleep. The world outside, with its distant sounds and deep shadows, now feels far away, leaving only this intimate space of warmth and profound rest. The gentle, pervasive warmth of the heated stone beneath your feet, a subtle anchor of comfort, now seems to deepen its soothing embrace as you settle further into the yielding softness of your futon. The cool, smooth silk of your sleeping garment cradles your skin, a delicate, weightless caress. The soft, flickering candlelight, now lower and more subdued, casts long, peaceful shadows across the polished cypress, creating an intimate, hushed sanctuary as night fully envelops your estate. You adjust your head slightly on the soft pillow, feeling its familiar, comforting support, allowing your breath to deepen and slow, matching the unhurried rhythm of the night. The faint, clean scent of fine lamp oil, which accompanies the candlelight, blends seamlessly with the cooler, purer air drifting through the open screens, creating a deeply tranquil atmosphere. The distant, rhythmic chirping of crickets from the garden has softened to a barely perceptible hum, a continuous, gentle presence that cradles the quiet of the night. With a soft, deliberate motion, you close your eyes, shutting away the last visual distractions of the flickering candlelight. The darkness behind your eyelids is immediate and profound, a velvety black that invites a deeper sense of internal focus. In this quiet inner space, a memory begins to unfurl, a delicate tapestry woven from the words of a poem you read earlier in the day. You recall the smooth, aged washi paper, the elegant, flowing calligraphy, and the subtle scent of ancient ink. You allow the verses to slowly re-emerge in your mind, not as a demanding recitation, but as a gentle, flowing stream of imagery and emotion. Perhaps it was a poem about the impermanence of cherry blossoms, their delicate petals drifting on the spring breeze, or the quiet solitude of a mountain path veiled in mist. You visualize the scenes described, allowing the words to paint soft, ethereal pictures in the canvas of your closed eyes. The cadence of the poem, its natural rhythm and meter, seems to resonate with the slow, steady beat of your own heart, a harmonious echo in the profound stillness. Each word, each phrase, is recalled with an unhurried grace, its beauty unfolding gently in your consciousness. You feel the subtle emotions evoked by the poem, a gentle melancholy, a quiet wonder, a profound appreciation for fleeting beauty, without allowing them to stir or disturb your burgeoning calm. The warmth from the heated stone beneath your feet remains a constant, grounding presence, anchoring you firmly in this moment of internal reflection. The cool, fresh air, still drifting gently across your skin, provides a delicate counterpoint, a soft caress that deepens your sense of peace. The subtle sounds of the night, the distant, almost imperceptible hum of crickets, and the faint, soft rustle of your silk garment, now blends seamlessly with the quiet echo of the poem in your mind. The memory of its beauty, its elegant phrasing, becomes a gentle, soothing presence, a final, delicate thread weaving through your consciousness before sleep. You simply rest, allowing the words and imagery to drift, light and unhurried, into the tranquil depths of your being. You breathe deeply, feeling the profound stillness of your chambers, cradled by the lingering warmth and the quiet beauty of the recalled poem. The gentle, rhythmic presence of its verses, a soft, internal melody, invites a deep, unhurried peace to settle within you, preparing your spirit for the tranquil embrace of the approaching sleep. The gentle, pervasive warmth of the heated stone beneath your feet, which had anchored you in a profound calm, now feels perfectly balanced against the cool, fresh air drifting through the open screens of your sleeping chambers. You remain settled deep within the yielding comfort of your futon, the smooth, cool silk of your sleeping garment, a delicate embrace against your skin as night deepens around you. The soft, flickering candlelight, now very low, casts only the most subtle, dancing shadows. As you lie there, a new distinct fragrance begins to subtly permeate the air, carried on the cool current. It is the unmistakable scent of damp earth, rich and dark, a clean, primal aroma that speaks of a recent, soft rain. This deep, grounding smell is intricately woven with a delicate, almost ethereal sweetness, the perfume of blooming irises, now fully unfurled and refreshed by the night's gentle shower. You close your eyes, allowing this complex, soothing aroma to fill your senses completely, a profound and natural incense that replaces all others. You feel the delicate touch of the cool, moist air against your skin, a feather-like caress that carries the fragrant essence of your garden directly to you. The silk of your garment, already light and ethereal, seems to breathe with each subtle shift in the air, creating a barely audible whisper that blends with the profound stillness. You imagine the raindrops, tiny and cool, clinging to the broad, elegant petals of the irises, their vibrant colors now softened and deepened in the moonlight, each bloom releasing its subtle perfume into the refreshed night. The ground outside, is now deeply saturated, exhaling its rich, earthy scent. From beyond, the delicate mosquito netting stretched across the open screens, the distant chorus of crickets has softened further, their chirps now sounding somehow cleaner, clearer, in the damp, cool air, each note a tiny, perfectly formed sound. You might hear the occasional faint drip of water from the eaves or from a leaf, a single crystal-clear drop falling onto the moist earth below, a sound that quickly fades into the pervasive quiet. These subtle auditory details, combined with the rich, damp fragrance, create a seamless tapestry of nocturnal peace, a gentle symphony of the garden after rain. You breathe in slowly, deeply, allowing the cool, clean air, laden with the scent of damp earth and irises, to fill your lungs, feeling a sense of deep renewal with each breath. The lingering warmth from the heated stone beneath your feet provides a comforting anchor, a subtle internal warmth that harmonizes with the external coolness and freshness. The silk of your futon, cool and smooth, feels exquisitely soft against your body, a luxurious cocoon. The air itself feels soft, almost velvety, as it carries these profound scents and sounds, guiding you deeper into a state of unburdened tranquility. You simply rest, allowing the consistent, soft drift of cool, fresh air and the profound, natural fragrance of the damp garden to wash over you completely. The delicate scent of irises, the grounding aroma of wet earth, and the soft rhythmic sounds of the night all combine to cradle you in a state of deep, unhurried peace, inviting a graceful and effortless surrender to the tranquil embrace of the approaching sleep. The subtle scent of damp earth and blooming irises, a fresh, profound fragrance from your garden after the soft rain, still delicately permeates the cool air of your sleeping chambers. You remain settled deep within the yielding comfort of your futon, the cool, smooth silk of your sleeping garment, a delicate embrace against your skin. The gentle warmth of the heated stone beneath your feet continues its steady, unwavering comfort, a subtle anchor in the deepening night. The soft, flickering candlelight, now very low, casts only the most subtle, dancing shadows, creating an intimate, hushed sanctuary. You adjust your position slightly, allowing your body to sink further into the layered softness of the futon. Your fingers, seeking a quiet, mindful task, reach for a small, lacquered wooden box that rests on the low table beside you. The dark, polished surface of the box feels cool and smooth beneath your fingertips, reflecting the faint candlelight in soft, elongated gleams. With a slow, deliberate motion, you lift the lid, the wood rising with a soft, almost imperceptible whisper, revealing a hidden compartment lined with soft, dark silk. Nestled within the silk, you find a small, treasured piece of jade. Your fingers carefully close around it, feeling its inherent coolness, its smooth, almost waxy texture. The jade is a deep, translucent green, mottled with fainter milky streaks, a stone that has absorbed centuries of quiet contemplation. You lift it from its silken bed, feeling its surprising weight, a solid, grounding presence in your palm. The faint scent of damp earth and irises, carried on the cool air, seems to subtly deepen as you hold the ancient stone, a natural connection to the garden's essence. You then reach for a small, meticulously folded square of fine, unbleached silk cloth, which also rests in the box. Its fibers feel incredibly soft and dry against your fingertips, a delicate contrast to the cool, smooth jade. With unhurried grace, you unfurl the cloth, allowing it to gently fall open in your hand. The subtle rustle of the silk as it unfolds is barely audible, a soft whisper that speaks of its delicate weave and pristine cleanliness. You wrap a portion of the silk around the jade, cradling the stone gently within its soft folds. With slow, rhythmic movements, you begin the quiet, mindful act of polishing. Your thumb, covered by the silk cloth, begins to rub the surface of the jade, a gentle, circular motion that is both deliberate and deeply repetitive. You feel the subtle friction of the silk against the smooth stone, a delicate, almost imperceptible sensation that is profoundly soothing. There is no sound from the rubbing, only the soft, continuous contact of fine fabric against polished mineral. As you continue, you feel the jade slowly begin to warm beneath the gentle friction, absorbing the heat from your hand, becoming a living extension of your own warmth. You turn the jade in your fingers, allowing the soft candlelight to catch its surface, observing how the light now seems to penetrate deeper, coaxing forth a subtle, inner luster. The deep green appears richer, more profound, as if the polishing is awakening its ancient spirit. The rhythmic, repetitive motion of your thumb across the silk-covered jade becomes a meditative act, a quiet focus that allows any lingering thoughts to gently recede, replaced by the simple, profound sensation of touch and the subtle transformation of the stone. The distant, barely perceptible hum of crickets from the garden and the continuous, soft drift of cool air now blend seamlessly into this intimate moment of quiet work. You continue to rub, feeling the jade grow steadily warmer, its surface becoming even smoother, almost liquid beneath the silk. The subtle scent of the stone itself, clean and ancient, seems to subtly emerge, mingling with the last traces of damp earth and irises. The smooth, cool jade, now polished to a profound inner luster, rests gently in your hand, its subtle weight a calming anchor. You are settled deep within the yielding comfort of your futon, the cool, smooth silk of your sleeping garment, a delicate embrace against your skin. The gentle warmth of the heated stone beneath your feet continues its steady, unwavering comfort, a subtle presence in the deepening night. The soft, flickering candlelight, now very low, casts only the most subtle, dancing shadows, creating an intimate, hushed sanctuary. You slowly uncurl your fingers, placing the polished jade carefully into its lacquered box, feeling the soft silk lining beneath the stone. The lid closes with a soft, almost imperceptible whisper, sealing the treasure within its dark, lustrous confines. You then gently draw the fine silk futon cover higher, feeling its incredible softness as it settles over your shoulders, a light, comforting weight that envelops you completely. The air in your chambers, cool and fresh with the scent of damp earth and irises, drifts gently through the open screens, a continuous, soothing current. You adjust your head on the soft pillow, finding the perfect position, and allow your eyes to close, drawing a slow, deep breath. The darkness behind your eyelids is immediate and profound, a velvety black that invites a deeper sense of internal quietude. As you lie there, perfectly still, your mind naturally drifts outwards, beyond the delicate mosquito netting of your screens, beyond the confines of your chambers, towards the vast, open expanse of the night sky. Though unseen, you visualize the slow, majestic movement of clouds across the sky. Imagine them as vast, ethereal ships, silently sailing on an invisible current, their forms constantly shifting, dissolving, and reforming. Perhaps they are thin, wispy veils of silver, barely illuminated by the distant moon, stretching in long, delicate streaks across the deep indigo canvas. Or perhaps they are larger, more substantial forms, their edges soft and rounded, like immense, floating islands of pearl and shadow. You focus on this imagined, unhurried progression, allowing your thoughts to become like the clouds themselves, arising, drifting, and gently dissolving into the vastness of your awareness. There is no urgency in their movement, no destination, only a continuous, graceful unfolding. The faint, almost imperceptible hum of crickets from the garden, carried on the cool, fresh air, becomes a subtle, rhythmic backdrop to this internal visualization, a natural accompaniment to the quiet flow of your mind. The cool air, still drifting gently across your skin, feels exquisitely soft, a delicate caress that deepens your sense of profound relaxation. The silk of your garment, light and ethereal, seems to breathe with each subtle shift in the air, creating a barely audible whisper that blends with the imagined silence of the moving clouds. You feel yourself sinking deeper into the yielding comfort of your futon, your body becoming heavier, more completely at rest with each passing moment. The slow, unhurried dance of the clouds in your mind's eye becomes a hypnotic rhythm, a visual lullaby. You simply rest, allowing the imagined, tranquil movement of the clouds to fill your senses, guiding your thoughts effortlessly into a profound and unburdened calm. The consistent, gentle flow of these ethereal forms, coupled with the deep quiet and subtle sensations, invites a graceful and complete surrender to the tranquil embrace of the approaching sleep. The imagined, tranquil movement of clouds across the vast night sky, which had filled your mind's eye, now gently fades, leaving behind a profound sense of inner quietude. You are settled deep within the yielding comfort of your futon, the cool, smooth silk of your sleeping garment, a delicate embrace against your skin. The gentle warmth of the heated stone beneath your feet continues its steady, unwavering comfort, a subtle presence in the deepening night. The soft, flickering candlelight, now at its lowest, casts only the most subtle, dancing shadows. With a slow, deliberate grace, you shift your body, allowing the fine silk futon cover to settle more completely around you. The fabric, exquisitely woven from the finest silk, feels incredibly soft and smooth, gliding effortlessly over your skin with a delicate, almost imperceptible whisper. This is your finest bedding, chosen for its unparalleled softness and its ability to cradle you in ultimate comfort. You feel its comforting weight, a gentle pressure that seems to press you deeper into the plush layers of the futon, supporting every curve of your body. You draw the silk cover higher, feeling its cool, smooth surface brush against your chin, then settle gently around your neck and shoulders. The fabric conforms perfectly to your form, creating a soft, warm cocoon that envelops you completely. The delicate rustle of the silk as it settles is the only sound, a hushed, continuous whisper that speaks of its luxurious quality and its ability to move with the slightest shift of your breath. The air in your chambers, cool and fresh with the scent of damp earth and irises, now feels perfectly contained within this silken embrace, its subtle fragrance a soothing presence. You close your eyes, allowing your other senses to heighten, focusing entirely on the sensation of the silk bedding against your skin. The fabric feels impossibly soft, almost liquid, a continuous, gentle caress that deepens your sense of profound relaxation. The subtle warmth that is gathered beneath the layers of silk, combined with the gentle heat from the stone beneath your feet, creates a perfect equilibrium of comfort. You feel your muscles completely surrender, becoming heavy and pliant, sinking deeper into the yielding softness of the futon. The distant, barely perceptible hum of crickets from the garden, carried faintly on the cool air through the mosquito netting, now seems to become an even more distant, almost ethereal sound, fading into the background of this intimate comfort. The profound stillness of your chambers, illuminated by the last, soft vestiges of candlelight, feels absolute. You are completely enveloped, cradled in a world of soft silk and gentle warmth, a sanctuary of peace and rest. The weight of the bedding is not restrictive, but rather a comforting presence, a gentle assurance that you are safe, secure, and deeply cared for. You simply lie there, allowing the exquisite softness and comforting weight of your finest silk bedding to completely envelop you. The consistent, gentle pressure, the cool, smooth touch of the silk, and the profound stillness of your chambers all combine to cradle you in a state of deep, unhurried peace, inviting a graceful and effortless surrender to the tranquil embrace of the approaching sleep. The exquisite softness and comforting weight of your finest silk bedding now fully envelop you, a delicate cocoon of luxury. You are settled deeply into the yielding comfort of your futon, the cool, smooth silk of your sleeping garment, a delicate embrace against your skin. The gentle warmth of the heated stone beneath your feet continues its steady, unwavering comfort, a subtle presence in the deepening night. The soft, flickering candlelight has finally dimmed to a mere, almost imperceptible glow. allowing true darkness to settle. You lie perfectly still, your body heavy and pliant, completely at rest. The cool, fresh air, still drifting gently through the open screens, whispers softly against your skin, carrying the faint, clean scent of damp earth and irises. The distant, rhythmic chirping of crickets has softened to a barely perceptible hum, a continuous, gentle presence from the garden. In this profound stillness, a new, subtle sound begins to emerge, a soft, even rhythm that is both intimate and deeply reassuring. From just beyond the delicate mosquito netting, from a futon meticulously prepared for them, you hear the soft, even breathing of your loyal attendant, sleeping peacefully nearby. Each gentle inhale is a shallow, almost silent whisper of air, followed by an equally soft, unhurried exhale. The rhythm is steady, unbroken, a natural pulse that speaks of deep, untroubled sleep. This sound is not intrusive, but rather a comforting presence, a subtle confirmation that you are not alone in the vast quiet of your estate, yet your privacy is perfectly preserved. You focus on the sound of their breathing, allowing its gentle, consistent rhythm to blend with your own. It is a shared tranquility, a quiet harmony in the hushed chambers. You imagine the gentle rise and fall of their chest, the slight movement of their silk bedding, all happening with the same unhurried grace that defines your own descent into slumber. The sound is incredibly pure, stripped of any tension, a testament to the profound peace that reigns within your privileged household. The subtle cool air, still drifting gently across your skin, now seems to carry this soft rhythmic breathing, weaving it into the fabric of the night. The silk of your own bedding, light and ethereal, feels even more comforting, amplifying the sense of security and peace. You feel yourself sinking deeper into the yielding softness of your futon, your body becoming heavier, more completely at rest with each passing moment, guided by the steady, gentle rhythm of the breathing nearby. The distant, barely perceptible hum of crickets now seems to fade even further, becoming almost an extension of the soft breathing, a natural accompaniment to the deep quiet. The profound stillness of your chambers feels absolute, cradled by this intimate, reassuring sound. The knowledge of your attendant's peaceful sleep, a silent vigil, deepens your own sense of safety and allows for a complete release into rest. You simply lie there, allowing the soft, even breathing of your loyal attendant to gently fill your senses, guiding your thoughts effortlessly into a profound and unburdened calm. The consistent, gentle rhythm, coupled with the deep quiet and subtle sensations, invites a graceful and complete surrender to the tranquil embrace of the approaching sleep. The soft, even breathing of your loyal attendant, a gentle, rhythmic presence from just beyond the mosquito netting, now blends seamlessly with the profound stillness of your sleeping chambers. You are settled deep within the yielding comfort of your futon, the cool, smooth silk of your sleeping garment, a delicate embrace against your skin, enveloped by the comforting weight of your finest bedding. The gentle warmth of the heated stone beneath your feet continues its steady, unwavering comfort. A subtle anchor in the deep night, you lie perfectly still, your body heavy and pliant, completely at rest. The cool, fresh air, still drifting gently through the open screens, whispers softly against your skin, carrying the faint, clean scent of damp earth and irises. The distant, rhythmic chirping of crickets has softened to a barely perceptible hum, a continuous, gentle presence from the garden. In this profound quietude, a feeling of deep gratitude begins to gently unfurl within you, a quiet appreciation for the tranquil beauty of your ancestral home. You close your eyes, allowing your thoughts to drift, not to specific memories, but to a broader sense of the enduring peace that surrounds you. You recall the morning light filtering through the shoji screens, the dew-kissed leaves in your rock garden, the soothing scent of aloes wood from your koro. Each memory is soft, fleeting, like a delicate brushstroke on fine washi paper, contributing to a larger, harmonious picture of your day. The rhythmic breathing of your attendant nearby is a gentle, consistent presence, a subtle reminder of the continuity of life within these ancient walls. You feel the cool, smooth, polished wood of the ingawa beneath your bare feet, a sensation of solid, ancient timber connecting you to the very structure of your home. You remember the gentle sway of bamboo outside your window in the afternoon breeze, its soft rustle, a natural melody. These are not just places, but living spaces, imbued with centuries of quiet contemplation, of artistry, of peaceful existence. The subtle aroma of freshly brewed sake, the flicker of candlelight on antique lacquerware, each detail contributes to this profound sense of heritage and refined comfort. The feeling of gratitude deepens, a warm, expansive sensation that spreads through your chest. It is a quiet appreciation for the meticulous care that maintains this tranquil beauty, for the generations that have preserved its serenity, for the privilege of calling such a place home. You recall the faint chime of wind bells from a distant pavilion, the soft rustle of pages in your treasured epic tale, each a small, perfect moment woven into the fabric of your day. The cool, fresh air, drifting gently across your skin, carries with it this sense of timelessness, of a world in perfect, unhurried balance. You breathe in slowly, deeply, allowing this profound feeling of gratitude to completely envelop you. The consistent, gentle rhythm of your own breath, harmonizing with the soft breathing nearby, and the distant hum of crickets, becomes a silent song of appreciation. The cool, smooth silk of your bedding, the warmth from the heated stone, and the encompassing stillness all combine to cradle you in a state of deep, unburdened peace. A quiet acknowledgement of the beauty that surrounds you. You simply rest, allowing this quiet moment of gratitude for the tranquil beauty of your ancestral home to settle within you. A profound and effortless calm. The gentle, pervasive sense of peace, a quiet blessing, invites a graceful and complete surrender to the tranquil embrace of the approaching sleep. The soft, even breathing of your loyal attendant, a gentle, rhythmic presence from just beyond the mosquito netting, now serves as a subtle, comforting echo in the profound stillness of your sleeping chambers. You are settled deep within the yielding embrace of your futon, the cool, smooth silk of your sleeping garment, a delicate caress against your skin, enveloped by the comforting weight of your finest bedding. The gentle warmth of the heated stone beneath your feet continues its steady, unwavering comfort, a subtle anchor in the deep night as your attention slowly, naturally, begins to turn inward, focusing on the quiet, rhythmic pulse of your own breath. You adjust your head slightly on the soft, low pillow, feeling its familiar, comforting support, allowing your neck and shoulders to completely relax into the plush layers of the futon. The cool, smooth silk of the cover brushes gently against your cheek as you find the perfect, unburdened position. The faint, clean scent of damp earth and irises, carried on the cool, fresh air drifting through the open screens, subtly permeates this intimate space. A natural aroma that deepens the sense of peace. You feel your body becoming heavier, sinking further into the yielding softness, completely supported by the luxurious bedding beneath you. Now, you begin to notice the subtle, gentle rhythm of your own breath, a continuous, unhurried flow that has been with you throughout the long Heian day. You feel the cool, fresh air, soft and clean, as it delicately enters your nostrils, a barely perceptible whisper of movement. It carries with it the faintest trace of the night garden, a pure, refreshing essence. You follow this cool air as it travels gently down into your lungs, feeling the soft, expansive rise of your chest and abdomen, a slow, effortless inflation that requires no conscious effort, simply an allowing. The silk of your sleeping garment, light and ethereal, stretches and relaxes with this gentle movement, a delicate, almost silent friction against your skin. As the air reaches its fullest point, there is a natural, unhurried pause, a moment of profound stillness before the gentle release. Then, you feel the warm, soft air slowly, smoothly leave your body, a quiet, continuous exhalation that carries away any remaining tension. The gentle fall of your chest and abdomen is a complete surrender, a soft yielding into the deep comfort of the futon. This rhythmic inhale and exhale, this constant gentle motion, becomes the sole focus of your awareness, a steady, unwavering presence in the profound quiet of your chambers. The distant, barely perceptible hum of crickets from the garden, and the soft, even breathing of your attendant nearby, now seem to blend seamlessly with your own internal rhythm, creating a harmonious symphony of nocturnal rest. You follow each breath, allowing its natural cadence to guide you deeper and deeper into relaxation. The cool, smooth silk of your bedding feels exquisitely soft against your skin, with every subtle shift of your body, a continuous, comforting caress. The consistent warmth from the heated stone beneath your feet, radiating steadily upwards, now seems to synchronize with the warmth of your own breath, creating a profound sense of inner and outer equilibrium. With each slow, effortless exhale, you feel your muscles soften further, releasing any last vestiges of the day's subtle engagements, allowing your entire being to become heavy, pliant, completely at ease, sinking deeper into the luxurious layers of your futon. You simply rest, allowing the gentle, rhythmic flow of your own breath to completely envelop you. The consistent, soothing rhythm, the profound stillness of your chambers, and the delicate sensations of silk and warmth all combine to cradle you in a state of deep, unhurried peace, inviting a graceful and effortless surrender to the tranquil embrace of the approaching sleep. The gentle rhythm of your own breath, which had become the singular, unwavering focus of your awareness, now deepens and lengthens, a profound and effortless flow. You are settled completely within the yielding embrace of your futon, the cool, smooth silk of your sleeping garment, a delicate caress against your skin, enveloped by the comforting weight of your finest bedding. The steady, unwavering warmth of the heated stone beneath your feet continues its subtle anchor in the deep night, as the profound stillness of your chambers wraps around you like a soft, silken cloak. You lie perfectly still, your body heavy and pliant, completely at rest, sinking deeper into the luxurious layers beneath you. The cool, fresh air, still drifting gently through the open screens, whispers softly against your skin, carrying the faint, clean scent of damp earth and irises, now almost imperceptible. The distant, rhythmic chirping of crickets has softened to a barely audible hum, a continuous, gentle presence from the garden that seems to blend seamlessly with the very fabric of the night. In this profound quietude, you begin to feel the complete absence of any worry or urgency, a spaciousness within your mind and body that is utterly liberating. This absence is not an emptiness, but a profound fullness of peace. You feel a lightness in your chest, a soft, expansive sensation where once there might have been subtle tensions. Any thoughts that arise now are like the wisps of smoke from your koro, appearing gently, lingering for a moment, then dissolving effortlessly into the vast, calm expanse of your mind, leaving no trace. There is no need to grasp, no need to hold, no need to pursue. Each inhale is pure, unburdened, and each exhale is a complete release, a soft surrender to the deep comfort that surrounds you. The cool, smooth silk of your bedding, which cradles your form, now feels even more exquisite, its delicate texture, a continuous, gentle reassurance against your skin. You feel the subtle shift of the fabric with your soft, even breathing, a barely perceptible rustle that is more sensation than sound. The consistent warmth from the heated stone beneath your feet permeates deeply, a steady, unwavering comfort that grounds you, reminding you of the earth's quiet support. This perfect balance of coolness and warmth, of softness and support, contributes to an unshakable feeling of security. You allow your body to become even heavier, sinking further into the deep, yielding softness of the futon, feeling the gentle pull of gravity assisting your descent into profound rest. There is no task left undone, no message awaiting your reply, no future moment demanding your attention. The entire world, within the confines of your ancestral home, seems to have settled into a parallel state of unhurried peace. The distant hum of crickets, the soft breathing of your attendant, all these subtle sounds are merely delicate brushstrokes on a canvas of absolute tranquility, confirming the profound stillness without disturbing it. You breathe deeply, allowing this profound sensation of complete freedom from worry and urgency to completely envelop you. The consistent, gentle rhythm of your own breath, harmonizing with the deep quiet and subtle sensations of your luxurious resting place, invites a graceful and complete surrender to the tranquil embrace of the approaching sleep. You simply exist in this perfect, unburdened present moment, drifting effortlessly. The gentle, rhythmic flow of your own breath, which had guided you into a spacious calm, now deepens and lengthens, a profound and effortless current. You are settled completely within the yielding embrace of your futon, the cool, smooth silk of your sleeping garment, a delicate caress against your skin, enveloped by the comforting weight of your finest bedding. The steady, unwavering warmth of the heated stone beneath your feet continues its subtle anchor in the deep night, as the profound stillness of your chambers wraps around you like a soft, silken cloak. The very last, almost imperceptible flickers of candlelight, which had danced on the polished cypress, now finally yield, dissolving into the complete and soft enveloping darkness of your chamber. This darkness is not an emptiness, but a profound, velvety presence, a soft, heavy blanket that settles around you, absorbing all remaining light. You feel its gentle weight, not oppressive, but comforting, like a final, tender embrace. Your eyes, already closed, now sense this absolute absence of light, a seamless, continuous blackness that extends infinitely in every direction, both within and beyond your chambers. The cool, fresh air, still drifting gently through the open screens, whispers softly against your skin, carrying the faint, clean scent of damp earth and irises, now almost entirely absorbed by the pervasive quiet. You allow your body to sink even deeper into the luxurious layers of your futon, feeling the profound give of the soft padding beneath you. The cool, smooth silk of the cover, exquisitely fine, glides effortlessly against your skin, a continuous, delicate caress that deepens your sense of profound relaxation. You feel the subtle pressure of the futon conforming perfectly to every curve of your form, supporting your back, your shoulders, your hips, with an unyielding yet yielding comfort. The warmth from the heated stone beneath your feet permeates deeply, a steady, unwavering heat that radiates upwards, dissolving any last vestiges of physical awareness into a soft, diffused glow. The distant rhythmic chirping of crickets, which had been a barely audible hum from the garden, now seems to recede further, becoming even more faint, almost dissolving into the vast, encompassing silence. You listen intently, and for a moment you can no longer distinguish individual chirps, only a continuous, almost imperceptible vibration in the furthest reaches of the night. The soft, even breathing of your loyal attendant, from just beyond the mosquito netting, also softens, becoming an indistinguishable whisper, a natural part of the profound quiet that has settled over your ancestral home. All external sounds now seem to be drawn inward, absorbed by the deepening stillness. Within this gentle, enveloping darkness, and this profound, expanding silence, your mind itself begins to surrender. Any lingering thoughts, like the last, faint reflections on polished surfaces, now gently detach, drifting away without resistance. You feel a spaciousness within your head, a vast, calm expanse that is utterly clear, unburdened by narrative or image. There is no urgency, no need to grasp, no need to hold, no desire to anticipate, only a soft, effortless emptiness, a quiet readiness for the transition into deeper states of rest. Your breath continues its gentle, rhythmic flow, a steady, unwavering presence, almost imperceptible in its ease. You feel your body becoming heavier, more completely merged with the soft, yielding comfort of your futon. The cool, smooth silk, the subtle warmth, the profound darkness, and the expanding silence all combine to cradle you in a state of absolute, unhurried peace. You are simply existing, drifting effortlessly, a quiet presence in the heart of the tranquil night. The very air around you feels soft and still, a gentle, continuous blanket. The soft, enveloping darkness of your chamber, which had gently settled around you, now feels absolute, a velvety embrace that holds you completely within its quiet depths. You are nestled deep within the yielding comfort of your futon, the cool, smooth silk of your sleeping garment, a delicate caress against your skin, as a profound stillness, deeper than any silence, begins to permeate every corner of your Heian estate. You feel the last, subtle tensions in your muscles gently dissolving, melting away like morning mist under the rising sun, leaving behind a profound sense of pliability and ease. Your limbs, once present with a faint awareness of their form, now feel incredibly heavy, yet paradoxically light, as if suspended, floating effortlessly in a vast, unseen ocean of profound calm. The cool, smooth silk of your finest bedding, which had been a distinct, almost thrilling caress against your skin, now feels like an indistinguishable extension of your own form, its delicate texture almost imperceptible, seamlessly blending with the gentle warmth that emanates from your own body. This warmth, perfectly contained within the layers of silk, creates a subtle, self-sustaining microclimate of comfort. The steady, unwavering heat from the stone beneath your feet, once a subtle anchor, now diffuses into a pervasive, gentle glow, an internal warmth that cradles your entire being, from the delicate arch of your toes to the very crown of your head, a deep, pervasive comfort that promises complete rest. The distant, rhythmic chirping of crickets, which had been a barely audible hum from the sprawling garden, now softens even further, becoming an almost imperceptible whisper at the very, very edge of your awareness. You strain, ever so slightly, to discern individual notes, but the sound is no longer distinct, merely a faint, continuous vibration, a ghost of a melody, in the profound quiet that has settled over your ancestral home. The soft, even breathing of your loyal attendant, from just beyond the delicate mosquito netting, also softens, becoming an indistinguishable, hushed whisper, a natural part of the expanding, all-encompassing silence. You sense their presence as a comforting warmth, rather than a distinct sound. All external sounds now seem to be drawn inward, absorbed by the deepening stillness, leaving only a vast, empty expanse of pervasive, unblemished quiet. A profound auditory void that is utterly peaceful. Within this profound, enveloping quiet, where even the faintest sounds have receded, your mind itself begins its gentle, inevitable surrender. Any lingering thoughts, like the last, soft reflections on polished surfaces, now gently detach, drifting away, without the slightest resistance. They do not demand attention, merely appear for a fleeting moment, a wisp of an image, or a fragment of a memory, then dissolve effortlessly, completely, into the vast, calm expanse of your consciousness. There is no need to grasp, no need to hold, no need to pursue any idea, or image, or sensation, only a soft, effortless emptiness, a quiet readiness for the transition into deeper states of rest. The very essence of being awake, of conscious thought, slowly, gracefully, recedes, leaving behind a profound clarity, a vast, open space of pure, unburdened awareness that is utterly still. You feel a final, almost imperceptible shift of your body, a subtle, minute settling into the deepest, most comfortable contours of your futon, as if the bedding itself is gently drawing you inward, holding you. Your head, perfectly cushioned by the soft, low pillow, feels entirely supported, without any sensation of weight or pressure, a complete and utter release. The cool, fresh air, still drifting gently through the open screens, is now a uniform, soft presence, no longer a distinct current, but a part of the enveloping stillness, a continuous, gentle caress against your skin, indistinguishable from the silk.